At the State House Convention Center. 2026 boats on display and at discount show prices. Win a new $12,000 Yamaha personal watercraft. Arkansas's premier boat show this weekend at the State House Convention Center in Little Rock.
This is Chris Roberts with Southern Bank. Your financial journey is unique to you. That's why we offer a variety of personal checking and savings accounts designed to work for your goals. Whether you're looking for low fees or great rewards, choosing the right checking account is easy at Southern Bank. Our products can help you save for your first home, a family vacation, or college education, and just as important, at competitive rates. To learn more about our personal banking option, visit bankwithsouthern.com, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm Chef Franklin Becker. You know the jingle. Now discover the facts about Ozempic, a GLP-1. There's only one FDA-approved Ozempic made by Novo Nordisk. Learn about the real thing.
Talk to your healthcare professional today. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and to learn more about Ozempic. Semaglutide injection 0.5, 1, and 2 milligrams.
Welcome back to Winter Hack Radio, the place for clever hacks to survive the season. Icy driveway? Well, try spreading sand or birdseed to help with traction. Snowy puppy paws? Well, grab a whisk, brush it off, done. Catch COVID-19? Well, just get...
Actually, there's no hack for COVID-19. But if you test positive, prescription medications for COVID exist. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Awesome edition of Morning Mayhem is in the books. I want to thank everybody who joined the show today, Chris Kane and Bill Vickery. Also, you, the listener, for joining us during Razorback Graffiti, presented by Fence Brokers. The boys are back tomorrow, Roger, Baz, and Justin, to break down all things college football, pro football, Arkansas basketball, and whatever else pops into our minds. 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. coming up Tuesday morning. It's Morning Mayhem.
Live from the Eat My Catfish studios, it's time for Arkansas's #1 caller-driven sports show. It's Drive Time Sports on the Buzz Radio Network with your hosts, Randy Rainwater and Rick Schaeffer. Lock it in and get ready to dial us up. Drive Time Sports is on the air.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Drive Time Sports on the Buzz Radio Network. Rick Schaeffer, standing by Northwest Arkansas. I'm Randy Rainwater from the capital city.
Ray Tucker on Drive Time Sports is brought to you by Courtney Buick GMC.
Good afternoon, Raymond. Good afternoon, Rick.
Gentlemen, how are you?
We're doing great. Thanks for calling us gentlemen.
Gentlemen, scholars.
Isn't it amazing? So, Randy, you have conversations every day. I have today. None of them mentioned Arkansas's win over Tennessee. It was
all about the portal.
It's all about the portal. Arkansas's win over Tennessee was the first SEC opening game win for Arkansas in 5 years. The Razorbacks played superbly. It was a great game to watch. A full house was there, and yet, I don't know about you, but the only thing anybody wants to know is who's coming and who's going in the transfer portal.
Yeah, I've worn out my refresh button trying to figure out who's coming and who's going. I guess mid-afternoon, we found out that Memphis quarterback A.J. Hill has committed to Arkansas. So Arkansas.
And he was he redshirted this year. He played a little bit, but so he's got 4 years of eligibility. So that's so he's got 4 years, and KJ Jackson's got 3, right? So we'll see what happens there.
Got to believe there's going to be at least one more, if not 2 more quarterbacks before it's all
at least one more
said and done. Yeah.
I did find out over the weekend because I was asking to see if I could find out Grayson Wilson's transfer. Basically, they told him they really liked him. They would love to see him develop. but they were going to bring in at least 2 quarterbacks with some experience, and he might slide down the depth chart for now. Doesn't mean forever, but for now. And he wants to play, and that's why he left. He didn't want to leave, but he felt like they're going to bring in 2 more quarterbacks. So I did find that out over the weekend.
And Arkansas added in a linebacker from Howard University, Jaquavian Smith. Now, my understanding is he is the real deal, but I think 6'1", 227. There was another addition. Then you found out, I thought he was staying, but now he's leaving.
Gosh.
Defensive tackle Kevin Otis.
Oh, yeah, I thought you were going to talk about stars.
I hadn't gotten to him yet.
Tennessee's kicker, Max Gilbert, committed before Starzik said he was transferring out. Surely, well, they must have maybe known that Starzik was leaving if they got Gilbert, but you look at Gilbert's numbers, they're good, but they're not as good as Starzik's. What is this about? I thought Starzik was going to stay.
I did too.
Said he was going to stay.
And his numbers are better than Gilbert's, who's coming in. Now, Gilbert's good. I mean, his numbers are good, but Starzik was really good. What happened? We'll have to ask Trey Biddy if he knows anything about that.
Yeah,
You don't think money's involved, do you?
I don't know, because Starzik hasn't announced another school yet. Only a few guys have. Your buddy Marion Harris, I guess, is going to Oklahoma. So that's where he's going.
Don't get that one.
That was your biggest regret, was leaving.
I hate to see Marion go.
Yeah.
Arkansas, I hate to see Grayson Wilson leave.
Yeah, me too.
These are Arkansas kids.
He's an Arkansas guy. He was a 4-star quarterback. He's what you're looking for. So how do you recruit another Arkansas quarterback if you let that one go?
Maybe Wilson will end up at Arkansas State. Rayner, their outstanding quarterback, entered the portal.
Iowa State.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Headed to Iowa State, yeah.
Wow.
So, boy, what a merry-go-round.
Oh, I know. It's
Arkansas.
They got 9 in, and how many out? There's about 25 or 6.
Yeah, Jamari Hawkins, wide receiver, by way of Memphis. So I had another one from Memphis. And there was an addition to the offensive line, if I can get down to it. Malachi Breland, 6'5", 340. Good-sized young man. That means now, if all these are accurate, Caden Kittler, Kobe Branham, Cash Courtney, Ben Mabinga. He's a freshman, though, true freshman, high school freshman. Same thing, Hugh Smith, Tucker Young. These are all 3 incoming freshmen. They've added Malachi Breland, redshirt junior, so you could have him for 2 years. And let's see, there was a safety who was added. Mentioned Kevin Otis leaving. I thought he had some promise, unfortunately. D-backs. Linebackers mentioned Jaquavian Smith. Corners, I think he's a safety. And that is Christian Harrison. His dad is Rodney Harrison.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Pretty good bloodline there.
Yep.
So I don't know that I left off the specialist. You kind of thought something was up, though, Rick, when unless they were getting specific. And what I mean by specific, we're only going to bring him in to kick off.
Well, that's what he does. That's what he does. I think that's why they're bringing him in.
But Starzik didn't kick off last year.
No, so that wouldn't have been competition. They got a new long snapper because the long snapper's leaving if he can get another year of eligibility. So you got a new long snapper, but you needed that anyway. And so, again, we're just maybe Trey knows something about Starzik that we don't. But, again, the guy from Tennessee committed late afternoon yesterday. Starzik didn't announce until right before midnight. So there was about a 5-hour period there where he didn't announce, and you just wonder, did he tell the coaches, I've changed my mind, or did he think that he should get more money? I mean, we don't know.
No, we don't know. All right, changing gears for a moment. Was it not a great weekend starting on Friday night with the Sugar Bowl? Georgia, Ole Miss. My goodness gracious. Came down to a field goal, and there you have your Sugar Bowl winner, Ole Miss. I was reading today, I've read throughout the weekend. I don't know if the clock has ran out on the former LSU assistant coaches with the transfer portal opening. You know Kiffin wants those assistants with him down in Baton Rouge so they can obviously sort through these visitors that's coming in on transfer portal visits. And Pete Golding said, it's out of my hands. Come to find out, LSU is paying them.
Yeah, isn't that something? So
LSU's
paying those guys to coach at Ole Miss.
Exactly.
They're paying Lane Kiffin for wins. He's up to $500,000 now, and this is the craziest thing ever. So evidently, Ole Miss has hired some offensive replacements, but they're not coaching the team yet. It's kind of like when you go to a bowl game, you got an interim coach, and he doesn't coach the team. You've hired the new coach, but he doesn't coach the team in the whole bowl game, just like when Petrino came to Arkansas and Reggie Herring coached the Cotton Bowl. It's the craziest thing. So can you imagine this? This is Monday, and I have not seen an update on that. This was Saturday. As of Saturday, Golding didn't know. He knows Weiss is going to be able to call plays. He is going to be there.
He is? I didn't see that.
Yeah, he is okay. But the rest of them, they don't know about. Now, I guess he could work with the new coaches on working with things. The players don't seem ruffled by it at all, nor does Golding. He says, hey, they know the plays. They know what's going on. They play Thursday. Thursday. And this is Monday. Normally you're in game week preparations and all that kind of stuff, and I have not seen an update. Have you? About whether those guys went back or not? Because the transfer portal is open. How many players are visiting this week? And the ones that are visiting LSU, Lane Kiffin wants the guys there. But how about this for Gall? This is why, I'm sorry, I don't like to say negative things about people, so I won't say a negative thing about him, but I hope LSU never wins. You think about Lane Kiffin. Do you know what he did? So he asked ESPN to go on game day or to be on the Sugar Bowl telecast. To ESPN's credit, they told him no. Can you imagine the gall of that? They had him on during the LSU game, the bowl game. That's fine. He's the LSU coach.
But that was ridiculous even then.
He wanted to be on, which once again is Lane Kiffin say, look at me, look at me, look at me. He's 50 years old. Has he not gotten over that? Look at me?
No.
I guess not, but that was just ridiculous. Can you imagine how many Ole Miss fans would have thrown up on their TV if they'd have seen Lane Kiffin on there?
TV sales skyrocket in Mississippi.
Okay, let me do this. This is from our D3 Auto Sales Buzz text line. I was just going to let you know that the kicker said he was staying, but Arkansas found out that his agent was still shopping him around, so they pulled the trigger on the Tennessee kicker.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah, the Zone and Wes brought that up earlier today. I just wasn't where I could come in and jump in yet. But shout outs to Pritchard for that.
Wow, and that's disgusting. I mean, that's really disgusting. If a guy says he's going to stay, then you got to count on him. But if they find out he's still shopping, then you got to say, okay, we'll see you. I hate that, don't you?
Yep.
This whole deal is, I don't know what they're paying Stars.
Money.
So what does he get? $5,000 more to go somewhere else? Well, good luck. And it's not him. It's an agent doing that, because who benefits? The agent. The players lose a lot by this transferring around. But the agents, they're the one that, hey, if Starzik doesn't go somewhere, if he can get him more money, the agent gets more money too.
Just like Marion Harris going to Oklahoma. I mean, here's a local young man who's having success, and he stays and plays at Arkansas. If he doesn't go to the NFL, hey, life is good.
Yeah. Okay, does this, and we can ask Trey this because he's been monitoring this, though, does it not also possibly say on the other side that maybe Arkansas doesn't have the resources that they've been claiming?
No, I don't think so.
I'm just saying.
Well, it could, I guess. I don't know.
Just saying.
How are we going to find out? How do we know? We're never going to know.
That's the question.
Well, but see, that's what this is what's disgusting about it. Speculation goes out there and nobody knows. So we can all speculate. Well, they didn't have the money. We don't know that.
Been that way forever.
But it's a suggestion. And how does the athletic department counter that? They can't counter that. The only thing they can do is offer the players that they can offer. And does that mean the guys that they've signed, they got them all for cheap? I don't know.
Don't have an answer for that.
No.
Let's talk to Jason. Jason, good afternoon. Welcome to Drive Time Sports.
Right, Rick, preach it, brother, preach it, because I feel the same way you do.
Well, thank
you.
And
I wanted to know, if to add to this drama, if you heard the news that the New York Giants were wanting to talk to
Charlie Weiss.
Charlie Weiss to be their offensive coordinator.
Is that right?
Now, he turned it down and said he's not doing it. But think about all this, Rick. LSU, all of LSU, he's coaching LSU at Ole Miss. He's going to put Lane to LSU when this is over. And now the Giants will want to talk to him about possibly being a Jackson Dart quarterback coach in New York next year.
Which would make sense because he coached Jackson Dart. Yeah, good grief.
Right.
He's going to be a heck of a pro.
But said he's not doing that. So, I mean,
But he can say that now. Next week he can change his mind. But who's going to pay him more, LSU or the Giants?
And who's got their foot up his backside? Who's pushing his backside?
The article in The Athletic that Bruce Feldman wrote about how the SEC struggled this year in postseason and in the playoffs was because of all this NIL money that's been spread around to all these other schools.
I believe that.
It's a good reason.
Yeah, I believe that.
I wanted to ask you, I know it's early, but I'd like to get your thoughts. What do you think about the Miami-Ole Miss matchup on Thursday?
Well, Miami's got the better defense. But Ole Miss's offense, and think about it, no matter how good you are on defense, did Trinidad Chambliss escape some amazing situations in that game?
Three plays that he made.
Yeah.
You just went, wow.
Yeah.
It was like watching Matt Jones all over again, pulling some of his magic. That one pass that he made rolling to his right, and he dropped it in over the D-back was just, phenomenal. By the way, by my unofficial count, the new king of television in regards to saying unbelievable is Greg McElroy. Greg McElroy is the winner.
Well, he's a former, probably said it about Chambliss 30 times.
Oh, my goodness. He kept using it, and I finally started screaming.
I told you.
Rick said, I want to say, Rick said that it has to be believable if you're saying it's unbelievable.
Well, if Rick hadn't been saying that for years, we wouldn't even know what. We're not drawing any attention.
It's obnoxious.
It sticks out like a red thumb now.
Find another superlative. If you want to use it once or twice, okay, but find another superlative to use too. And by the way, with Trinidad Chambliss, to his credit, if he gets a sixth year, he says he'll be at Ole Miss. For somebody playing at a school that Arkansas can't stand and wants to beat, they don't play Ole Miss next year, I don't believe, which is fine. I think that's wonderful that he said, I'm going back to Ole Miss if I get the sixth year. And with Tom Mars representing him, he will either get the sixth year or a lot of money from the NCAA.
Well, he'll get his sixth year.
Yeah, he'll get his sixth year.
Anybody that's using, all these young men, when and I'm talking about the snapper, long snapper, said he was going to get another year.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? I mean, this kid was one of the better snappers. Why not keep him? I know there's every story that goes out there of why this happens one way or the other, but I'm like, what? The long snapper has put himself in the transfer portal? Good gracious. I hope it
should be out of eligibility.
I hope, yeah, it should be out. That's what triggered my thought when you said he's asking for Trinidad Chambliss is asking for another year, petitioning for another year.
Yeah,
oh,
man, a little higher profile than the snapper.
Man, what happened to you? Did you have to miss some games for
think
a
about
bad
it.
Thumb or something?
For as nauseating as a lot of this is, there are some humorous. There's a lot to laugh at. I mean, and fortunately, we're not the ones paying for these guys. We're not the ones that have to deal with the transfer portal. We're just reporting on it. I would hate to be a football coach right now. Not that I'd ever be a good one, but good grief. And they say, when this guy signed he's getting $300,000, he's getting $400,000. If they're all getting $5 million, it's probably not enough. I mean, it is. It'd be ridiculous. But golly, the headaches from this, and I got to believe that if Silverfield doesn't have the money, if that is the case, and I don't believe it is, but if that is the case, he won't be here very long. He says he wants to win next year. I don't know how he's going to do it if he can't afford really great talent. But if he has a year or two that's decent, he'll be looking to go somewhere else if he doesn't have the resources.
Just think about the process.
So I think he does. I'll bet he does.
Just think about the process.
Okay.
Texas Tech needed a quarterback.
Oh, they went in Indiana, same thing.
Yeah, but they went out, and they didn't waste any time. They had their target,
right.
And they bellied up with the money.
Yeah,
pure and simple. Because if you only go to one place only, that means either the deal was done before you got there.
He was supposed to visit LSU too, but I guess Texas Tech made it worthwhile.
And see, I've wondered about when I see multiple visits like that. I mean, if you go to the very first one, is that really? Are you really shopping at that point? Or is the deal already done?
Yeah, you got to think that's where you're going to go, unless it didn't turn out to be what you thought. Yeah. So,
what's crazy? You can't even buy loyalty anymore.
No, you can't.
No, we've.
I mean, you can for part of a season.
I mean, we have beat that horse into the ground.
But think about the Cincinnati quarterback that's going to Texas Tech. He was the #1 quarterback in the portal. His team played in a bowl game the day the transfer portal opened. He didn't play. Yeah. I assume, did the safety that's coming to Arkansas, did he skip that game too?
I don't know if he played or not.
Yeah, I don't either. He was played in the rain.
Christian Harrison.
Yeah,
young man.
Played in the rain. I still haven't texted Gino Bell. I should, to see if he actually sat through the rain to watch his son play.
Sure he did.
But I'm sure he probably did. But if he did, he should have gotten some camera time, because when they showed the stands, there weren't many people there.
Yeah, Christian hasn't played since November 29th.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Was he hurt, or just that's just his choice?
That was it. Yeah, that just his career ended on that date. So
well, that would have been that was probably their last regular season game. They didn't play in a conference championship game, so yeah, okay. He had it figured out.
Don't they all have it figured out?
I don't know.
Oh, by the way, from our Middleton Heat and Air text line.
Yeah.
I have a new sponsor. Can't believe you guys are so naive to think that the coaches didn't already know Starzik was leaving, or they wouldn't have signed the kicker from Tennessee. A little different in knowing he's leaving than knowing he's shopping around. There's a big difference.
Yeah.
All right, Drive Time Sports, Rick Schaeffer, Ray Tucker, I'm Randy Rainwater. Back with more in just a moment.
Hey folks, this is Mitch Ward, proudly serving the great state of Arkansas with Red River Auto Group for over 20 years. We started as Arkansas's #1 Ram, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep dealer, but we've also got Ford and Toyota. And I like to think we've got the largest discounts than anybody in the state. But folks, really, if you bring us any reasonable deal right now, we're going to try to put something together. If that means us giving a little too much for your trade, or selling ours, or just a little too cheap, or fighting for the best rate, we're going to make it happen. Check us out at redriverauto.com.
Arkansas Advocates for Children and Families presents Central Arkansas Soup Sunday, March 1st at 3:30 at the Jack Stevens Center at UA Little Rock. Arkansas Advocates works for an Arkansas where every child and family has every opportunity for success. Central Arkansas Soup Sunday benefiting Arkansas Advocates for Children and Families, March 1st at 3:30. Tickets are available at aradvocates.org and at the door.
We all know how busy our lives can be these days and how important our time and convenience is as well. Edwards Food knows that too. So that's why they're inviting you to take advantage of their Eat and Eat meal solutions items, trays and sides, all ready for you to pick up and take home to serve your family tonight. The Heat and Eat Meal Solution is now at your favorite Central Arkansas Edwards Food Giant Deli. This week's special is meatloaf for only $7.49 per pound with roasted red skin potatoes and peppers for $4.99 per pound.
This is the Pigskin Preacher, bringing you the word. Every winter, the football world pauses and turns its attention to Arkansas as the Broyles Award is given to the nation's outstanding college football assistant coach. David Basil created this prize to honor the legacy of the Frank Broyles coaching tree and at the same time to give honor to these hardworking and often overlooked assistants. Double B's is a proud sponsor of the Little Rock Touchdown Club and those who do so much to support our nation's favorite pastime of laying the wood to those gridiron warriors from LSU. Double B's locations have ATMs for your convenience, as well as clean restrooms. And we all know how important that is. Everything we do it for you. Stop by and take advantage of our weekly specials. Double B's. It's where you gas it, grab it, and go. That's Double B's.
Superstars Joe Klein and Pat Bradley for Arkansas's #1 sports app, Bet Saracen.
Joe, you know the main difference between Bet Saracen and those other guys?
Definitely. Easier to navigate. Always good parlays. Plus lots of fun choices. Like ping pong, right there on the app.
But the real difference are those special promos.
Brand new players get a 100% profit boost just for downloading the Bet Saracen app.
Gambling problem? Call 800-GAMBLER.
This is Justin Acree. If hand or wrist pain is getting in the way of your daily life, it's time to see the specialists at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. Their fellowship-trained hand and wrist surgeons treat everything from arthritis and fractures to nerve injuries and carpal tunnel. And with Arkansas's only hand trauma telemedicine program, advanced care is available around the clock. Call Ortho at 501-686-TOSH to schedule your appointment today and get back to living pain-free. That's 501-686-8674. The doctor will see you now.
Live from the Eat My Catfish studios, you feed your crave for sports by listening to Drive Time Sports. Much like you feed your crave at any of the 7 Eat My Catfish locations. The #1 sports radio show in Arkansas. Drive Time Sports on the Buzz Radio Network.
We are joined now by our guy, Neal Atkinson, Saracen Casino Resort.
Thank you,
down in
Neal.
Pueblo.
Thank you, Neal.
The streak continues.
I know. Don't get on him because he's a Tennessee fan and he went to the game. I was trying not to do that, Neal.
Oh, I said that's why I just said thank you.
You know they were going to do it. Yeah, they know they were going. I knew you were going to do it. Number 2, but here's the cool thing is when I put that post out there that I'm an 0-5 watching my Vols here, I've gotten so many offers for the football game in October. To buy me tickets to go to the football game in October. So, and I'm going to have to decide between now and then whether or not I'm going to go to that football game. I think it's October the 10th.
Do it.
I've already got lots of offers and free tickets to go to that game. So I'll probably go, see if I can break the streak.
Pay off. Okay.
What do you got on the slate tonight?
Well, this is our first Monday without Monday night football. So, yep, it's kind of weird, but we got plenty of NCAA basketball action. Even got Arkansas Pine Bluff in action tonight against Alabama State. Alabama State's only a 1.5-point favorite there, and the game is in Pine Bluff. Of course, we've already got the championship games Thursday and Friday out. Ole Miss is still a 3.5-point dog to Miami, and Indiana is a 3.5-point favorite over Oregon Ducks. So both of those games are at 3.5. And then we've also got the NFL playoffs coming up this weekend. All of those lines out. A lot of competitive lines, only about 3- and 4-point spreads, except for the Carolina Panthers-Rams. The Rams are favored by 10.5 over Carolina. You can check out all of that. But yeah, right now it's all about NCAA and NBA basketball, and just getting ready for that and getting ready for the festivities of the weekend. I'll give up a Monday night football game to have 2 championship-level games on Thursday and Friday, and then playoffs for the NFL on Saturday and Sunday. I think we get our fill this weekend.
I think you just about covered it all, Neal.
Yep, that's about it. Unless you want to bet some European English Premier League and Champions League soccer, that is getting really hot and heavy there, going into their busiest month over there. We're seeing a lot of action on that, especially on Sunday mornings with the games that are played early on Sunday mornings due to the time difference over there. But don't forget, we got a 50% NBA no-sweat bet and a 50% profit boost on NCAA men's basketball. Make sure you check the promo tab on that.
All right, I'll talk to you again tonight at 8 o'clock on Ray Tucker's Arkansas Outdoors as we bounce around.
All right, sounds good. Talk to you then.
All right, Neal Atkinson by way of Bet Saracen. Let's check in with Nick. Never mind, Nick didn't want to talk to us after all. This is from our Middleton Heat and Air Conditioning text line. I'll have to write that down for a while. It will have to, right now it's not second nature to me. Trey said earlier that the kicker was shopping in himself. Okay, we said that. Okay. After his saying mistake. I just found out. Okay.
You got Miss Mims?
There she is. There she is. Better late than never. Oh, I mean, I didn't say that. Hi, Courtney.
Hey, y'all, sometimes my phone is weird and doesn't let me get calls like I used to. So maybe I'm a technophobe in 2026, but I'm here, okay? We're here.
There you go.
Hey, maybe Courtney will spend some time talking about what an absolutely fantastic event Saturday was, which we haven't even gotten to because Arkansas played so well. Great crowd, beats Tennessee, and the first opening SEC game victory in 5 years. Wasn't that a pretty good experience, Courtney? We haven't even talked about it yet because it's all about the transfer portal.
I can't believe you guys haven't talked about that just
we
yet.
Mentioned
come
it.
on, that was
we mentioned it.
Barely.
That was an experience. That deserves a whole 20 minutes if we got it. Maybe 30, maybe 40. I mean, that was awesome to see, guys. It was a great atmosphere in Bud Walton Arena, and I was a little worried, to be honest with you guys. I know it was a big game to start off the SEC slate, a ranked opponent. You got the Volunteers coming in here, Rick Barnes, a legendary coach in college basketball. His teams are always good. And so I was a little worried with all of that, knowing that the game was still over winter break for the students. But, man, the crowd just made up for it. I know some of the kids were still on break, but they sold the university sold some of the student tickets, and they filled that place out. That was a rocking atmosphere. And I talked to someone after the game who that was the first time they had experienced Bud Walton Arena. And I said, how was that? And they said, oh, my gosh, that was one of the most fun basketball games I've ever been to. And I said, that's what it should be like all the time. And I know that's crazy to say, but I loved it. It was truly, truly an amazing game, an amazing experience. And, man, I mean, what can't you say about this basketball team? I mean, we could go down the entire lineup. We could go, I mean, Darius Acuff putting on a masterpiece of a performance in that game. I mean, you can't say enough good things about him. I know Coach Cal went on his rant about him, and I posted it on my social media this weekend, but he's exactly right. There are some people out there that do not like to see that Darius Acuff and Malik Thomas, two of the best freshmen in the country. I even put out there Darius Acuff, the best point guard in the country. I mean, you cannot tell me you do not like watching these guys, but there's still some naysayers out there that say, you know what? We shouldn't have freshmen on these teams. We need to be recruiting older guys, more experienced guys with the transfer portal and
Who are those
NIL.
people? Who says that? Anybody that says that is nuts. Who says that?
And that's what Coach Cal is fighting. You wouldn't believe how many
Who's
coaches out
that?
there. And
Who?
oh my gosh, it's college coaches. There are plenty of college coaches. And I have to ask. I don't want to out anybody on the radio here. I'm not a person that's going to out some people's philosophy.
So
but my
college
dad's on the board.
coaches
Yeah.
are saying that you
Yes.
shouldn't play guys like Darius Acuff and Malik Thomas. They've been playing them for
They're
years.
saying-
Hey, Scotty Thurman was a freshman. Lee Mayberry and Oliver Miller
Yeah.
and Todd Day played as freshmen. Why? Who's saying freshmen that are that good shouldn't play? If a
No,
coach
not
is
that
saying
they're
that,
that
lock
good.
him up.
Not that they shouldn't play, guys. That they're going with the philosophy of going with older, more experienced teams. That they're going out there and they're prioritizing getting guys out of the transfer portal with experience over going out and recruiting solid freshmen, right?
But you
and
mix
that's what
them.
Coach Cal is saying.
That's right. You mix
You
them.
mix them. It's not. I mean, Cal learned that. You can't
Yeah.
win with all freshmen. You got to mix in a few
Right.
gray beards. That's Nick Pringle. That's Malik Ewing. I mean, that's
Yeah, Ewing's playing the best he's played, and they do have a fifth-year senior on the team that's pretty good too, and they've got a third-year junior guard that's pretty good too, and they got two sophomores that are pretty good too. If somebody wants to
Yeah,
criticize
y'all are-
Arkansas for this, Courtney, sick them. Go get them. Do whatever. Get on their social
will.
media and tell them they're idiots.
And I will, guys. I mean, I'll be honest with you because it's crazy
Well, I
to
want
think
you
about.
lied
But that's
to
why
us.
Coach
I want you to lie to us.
If you, Courtney, if you haven't
I'm
learned,
not, guys,
if
whoa.
you haven't learned yet with talking with us, phrases like that are never used. To be honest with you, we should never have to say you're being honest because you should be honest all the time.
So
right?
don't.
Yeah, well,
So-
guys, I'm telling you just from experience here, right? There's a reason
Okay.
why Coach Cal is getting in press conferences and saying, hey, there are people out there that are mad that these guys are playing well,
I don't know
right?
who that
it's
is.
because they.
Well, they're stupid.
Coach-
Whoever it
Well,
is
you'd
is
have to
stupid.
ask Coach Cal that.
And he talks
You'd
about
have to
players
ask
having
Coach
having
Cal that.
children, having long beards, having been divorced. I mean,
Yeah. Well, anyway,
Hey,
all of that.
paying their first wife's alimony?
Yeah. There you
Okay,
go.
so I went overboard last year on Boogie Fland early in the year, non-conference. And Boogie Fland, I don't know what kind of year he's having in Florida. He's probably good, and he's a good player. And so I don't want to make that mistake again. But I'm watching Darius Acuff thinking if he played 3 years at Arkansas, he might challenge Sydney and Scotty for being the best Razorback ever. Maybe. But he's not going to play that long. But he is really good.
He is an
really
NBA
good.
player right now.
Yeah. And he and Malik Thomas combined with Malik hitting his shots again. Goodness.
Well,
I mean, you're talking about two NBA caliber players on your
Yeah.
team right now.
Yeah.
I mean, both
Oh,
Malik Thomas and Darius Acuff can play right now, and this is where I kind of say this is what college basketball is about, right?
Yeah,
where you
yeah.
have talented, you go out and you identify the best talented freshmen, in addition with the transfer portal and mixing them, like you guys said. But don't lose the fact that there are talented freshmen out there. Don't lose. I feel like some of that gets lost just a little bit because everybody wants to say the transfer portal. Yes, use it to your advantage, but don't forget about the talented freshmen. That's why people are a little maybe sassy with Coach Cal sometimes, is he hasn't lost that idea that you can still go out and get talented freshmen.
Well, here's the you got to think any coach that says, it's more important to do you do mix them, but says that they're not getting freshmen like that, they're jealous. Or they're trying to cover their tracks because they didn't get a player like that. And say, well, I wasn't looking for players like that. Really? Really? You wouldn't like to have Darius Acuff on your team? Really? That's pure jealousy.
They would like to have Darius Acuff.
Yes.
They would like to have Malik Thomas, but they're
Yes.
covering their butt
That's
because
exactly
they didn't
right.
look at them. They may be,
that's right.
like you said, Rick, prioritize the player in the transfer portal over a guy like that, and they said, "Oh, it's going to work out because he has 4 years of experience." Well, guess what? Look at what Arkansas is doing.
Yeah, that's right. But that's okay. You don't pay attention to what they're saying. You just do your best with what you got. And I think they've got a pretty good team. And isn't it refreshing to talk about them in terms this in early January that, this is a really good team and, they should be in the spotlight right now.
I'm thrilled we go in 10 minutes and didn't mention the word portal.
Yeah. All right, this.
What do you think of the portal, Courtney?
Oh, God. Hey, don't get me started about the portal, y'all. Don't get me started.
Well, let me do this then. Darius Acuff was named the Jersey Mike's Naismith National Player of the Week, the NCAA March Madness National Freshman of the Week, Dick Vitale's Diaper Dandy of the Week, and for the fourth straight week, SEC Freshman
just give it to him every week. Just give it to him every week.
Isn't that
Does that mean does he get to hang out with Eli Manning and that bald-headed guy with Jersey Mike's? Does he get to do that?
Danny DeVito.
Is that it? Yeah, Danny DeVito. Yeah,
he's good.
He's pretty good. And then
really
Eli's pretty good on those commercials too.
He actually hangs in there.
Yeah.
But name me another
guys,
freshman.
Go ahead.
And I also believe those four others, because he's the fifth SEC player to be named 4 consecutive weeks of SEC Freshman of the Week. I believe the other 4 are all Coach Cal coached players. Isn't that crazy?
That's amazing. Yeah. Hey, boy, don't want to recruit those type of players, do you? No.
They're not old enough.
All right, we got to step away for a moment. Hang tight, Courtney. Courtney Mims, Fox 16. Ray Tucker, Rick Schaeffer, I'm Randy Rainwater. Drive Time Sports will continue.
Tune in every Monday night at 7 for the Coach Calipari Show. Coach will break down each game and talk strategy. And it's all brought to you by Chris Crain Dodge Jeep Ram and the Big Lot in Benton.
Arkansas Municipal Equipment in Poen, founded over a decade ago by Daniel and Vanessa Ellison. They lease and sell trucks, trash carts, roll-off dumpsters, and street sweepers. Proud to be Arkansas's only authorized dealer for New Way refuse trucks and Timco street sweepers. Your authorized dealer for Galfab roll-off and hook lift trucks. You can get parts and service for all makes and models with technicians traveling the state to take care of you.
AME, it's the service after the sale.
I'm Alan LeVar. For 25 years, my team and I have helped injury victims across Arkansas. This is our home. We don't work for insurance companies, we work for you. Car crash, truck wreck, motorcycle collision. We know how to win, and if you can't come to us, we'll come to you. Your consultation is always free and confidential. Hurt in the car? Call LeVar. Arkansas strong for 25 years and ready when you need us. LeVar Law. Arkansas built, Arkansas trusted.
Hi folks, it's Chris Zender here at Frank Fletcher Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sherwood. When you're in the market for a new Dodge Chrysler Jeep or Ram, we hope you give us a chance to earn your business. Here's some things to consider. Fletcher Dodge has been family-owned dealer here in Sherwood for over 25 years. We know how to take care of our customers to keep them coming back. Every Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram dealer pays the same price for their vehicles. It's the dealer that makes the difference. We'll give you the best deal up front. No haggling, no arguing. We make it easy to buy a new vehicle, and we'll pay you more for your trade-in. Compare our deal to anybody's, and you'll buy from us. Come see us today for the deal of a lifetime on new Dodge Chrysler Jeep or Ram. At Frank Fletcher Dodge, you always get the best price, the lowest finance rate, and more for your trade. And we promise you a hassle-free buying experience. We want to be your dealer for life. Shop Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood before you buy anywhere else. Just tell us what you're looking for and we'll make you a deal. Come see us in person at Fletcher Dodge on Warden Road in Sherwood or shop online at FletcherDeals.com.
When you do something for over 50 years, you get really good at it. Like Helen here. She's been knitting for over 50 years. Using her needles and yarn, she can knit a working moped, a Civil War era cannon, even a life-size version of the Arc de Triomphe. Amazing stitch, Helen. We're a lot like Helen Knitting, except we do it with insurance. Williamson Insurance with Auto Owners Insurance, protecting your business and your family for over 50 years.
Your boating experience begins this weekend at the 44th Annual Arkansas Marine Expo, Arkansas's premier boat show at the State House Convention Center in Little Rock. All dealers will be on hand selling new 2026 boats at special discount show prices. Win a new $12,000 Yamaha Blaster personal watercraft, courtesy of Bradford Marine and ATV. $10 for adults, children 12 and under, free. Don't miss Arkansas's premier boat show this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at the State House Convention Center in Little Rock. Another Denton and Griffey attraction.
Now, back to Drive Time Sports, live from the Eat My Catfish studios. Eat fresh, eat local, eat my catfish. You're safe at home with Drive Time Sports on the Buzz Radio Network.
back in the routine. Back to taking that short walk over the Double B's. Holidays kind of got some things messed up, but boy, it's great to get back to the routine today. Heading back to Double B's, getting my Renoco coffee, checking out all the great deals because new month, which means new deals. And let's see, got the Dorito special too for $4.50. The Lay's for $3.99. The Doritos for $4.99. And they've got some 20-ounce Dasani water, just 99 cents, 20 ounce. What a deal. Dasani case of water, $7.99. And they have other great drink specials you can check out while you're at your local Double B's. But if you're near the Double B's Delis tomorrow, it is the one-topping pizza and cheese sticks for $17.99. Raymond, did you ever get over the other night to Double B's and get that pizza?
I did not.
Shame on you. All right, that's Double B's. Here's where you guys can grab it and go. Make it Double B's.
And I've got Hostess strawberry cupcakes, man. I've never had one of those.
Look pretty good.
No, you can't have the other one. You forget it.
Look pretty good.
Forget it.
Look pretty good. Joined again by Courtney Mims by way of Fox 16. Courtney, this was, man, we got to learn from our listeners. This is from our Middleton Heat and Air text line. Says, y'all need to quit interrupting Courtney, especially just trying to sound funny.
Okay. No more humor on our 30 Minutes with Courtney.
No.
I'll be honest, I appreciate the humor. I appreciate it. You guys are great. I enjoy coming on the show every Monday. I enjoy that you guys keep having me. So I love that this viewer or this listener is trying to stick up for me. But, man, I love coming on the show with y'all. Y'all are great.
Well, we regard our listeners, we highly regard them. There's 8 minutes left of your segment. You just start talking, and we'll tell you when the segment's over.
Yeah, 8 minutes. Oh, by the way, do you have a player profile?
I don't today. Man, I should have been more prepared. The holidays got me all out of whack. I should have had a player profile. Man, I'm sorry. I didn't have one today. I think it's all because of the transfer portal craziness with football, right? We're watching that. I'm bringing guests on for my basketball show each week, so we're in the thick of it for basketball too. So I think I just forgot. I'm sorry about that. I'll be more prepared next week. I promise.
Tell us about your basketball show.
Yeah, if you guys don't know, I do one every week, full Courtney Press. We have a lot of great guests on the show. This week's guest is going to be Coach Mims, so my dad. He is a highly requested guest every week, and so he really asked me. He wanted to come on the show this week and break down Darius Acuff's big performance against Tennessee. He wants to talk about the Razorbacks in general because he follows them very closely now. He's kind of more of now he's not coaching, so he's more of an analyst anyway. So he's going to come on tomorrow and break some stuff down with me for Arkansas basketball. But, yeah, I mean, I feel like y'all should I should post my text with him every game that the Razorbacks play because it is funny just to see the stream of consciousness that goes on from his basketball coaching mind when he's watching Darius Acuff and Malik Thomas and Malik Ewan. He had a lot of great things to say about Malik Ewan. He was like, that guy needs to be given more love. Courtney, you need to stop hating on him. And I said, yeah, I do. I'm sorry, Dad. You need to stop hating on him on the show, but doing some great things. So, yeah, you can watch that every single week. It comes out Wednesday nights at 7:30. So.
Very good. Very good. This is our Middleton Heat and Air text line. This says, I took Cal's comments that people aren't happy that these two good freshmen are at Arkansas and not at a traditional blue blood team.
Really? And how many teams since 1994 have won the national championship? Has there been more than 10 or 12? And according to Cal, Arkansas is a blue blood program.
Darn right it is.
So that's okay. People can say what they want. It's okay.
Courtney, you might
I really think it goes back. I really think it goes back to the mindset, like I'm talking about, because Cal knows this and other basketball coaches as well. I mean, my dad, I'll have him chime in on this too on the show tomorrow when I talk with him about this on my basketball show. But I think it's that the mindset that the transfer portal and the craziness of the transfer portal and guys and being able to go out and get a guy who was drafted in the NBA draft to come play for your team.
Ridiculous.
That is just against the rules. Ridiculous. It's going against what Coach Cal wants to do. What is this about? He wants to change families' lives. And that's sometimes taking young guys and developing them. That's taking definitely talented freshmen, having them come in for 1 year, and then sending them on their way to the NBA and do amazing things there. But it's changing lives. And so going against that is what's happening right now, where there are new rules. There are just no rules. Let's all be honest. There are no rules. So that's what I think he's just upset about. And he's just happy that his freshmen are playing well because it goes to his ideology. I'm going to go out and recruit talented freshmen, but I'm also going to go out and recruit talented guys from the transfer portal. There's going to be a mix.
Yeah, in fact, he had a mix. He laid out, and I think it varies from year to year of what he wants to recruit just as true freshmen, how many he wants in from the portal, and then the ones that he's going to bring back. That really had Carter Knox had the kind of season that I think some thought he might have had as a true freshman. We might not be seeing him right now. He almost left after he went down to the NBA Combine. Did very well in that. But I think they ended up with, Wagner, Billy, and Carter Knox, and Trevin Brazile. He had 4 players, which for him, probably, not sure he's done that in a while. Well, maybe not. Maybe he did years ago before the transfer portal. Transfer portal seems to change everything. So, speaking of the transfer portal, Courtney, how do you feel like Arkansas has done thus far? Got a quarterback today, A.J. Hill. They got a linebacker, Jaquavian Smith. They got a wide receiver, Jamari Hawkins, offensive lineman, Braylon. What do you think how do you feel like they've done so far? It's got a big Memphis flavor to it, I'll say that.
Yeah, and we kind of thought that there was going to be some guys who were following Ryan Silverfield from Memphis, right? And, I mean, they're going to have to get way more than right now. It's only just the beginning, right? They're going to need, another 30 players or so from the transfer portal. And so right now I would say they've done okay. It certainly, yes, could be better, absolutely. But they've done okay to just start out with. Now, we're looking for, maybe some big pops there, right? We're looking at maybe a guy from Arkansas, maybe Carius Kern. How does it go with him? Does he still, after his visit to Ole Miss, how does he like that program versus Arkansas? And so that, to me, will be a situation to watch out for. And so you've got some guys that you're still hoping, okay, could they pop, right? I like that they got A.J. Hill. They need to fill out that quarterback room. You can't just have K.J. Jackson there and say, yep, we're good, right? They needed some guys there. And A.J. Hill is a guy that I think can provide some really good competition there for K.J. I think that could be a really interesting quarterback competition come the spring, and we'll see who wins out of that one. I like competition there, so I think that that's good for Ryan Silverfield to bring him in from Memphis. But we'll see how it goes. I would say right now it's okay. Do we want to see some big pops? Absolutely. Will I think that we see some? Maybe. We'll see. We'll see what happens moving forward. Still early on.
It's all about money, is it not, Courtney? How much you're willing to pay? How deep can you afford to go? I mean, does that mean 44?
It's
does that mean
all about
60?
money. Show me the money.
It'll be interesting to see how
Show me the money. That's what these guys are saying right now. Show me the money. Exactly.
All right, Courtney. I'm sorry Rick got you all fired up, but that's okay.
I still love you, Rick.
Thanks, Courtney. Appreciate that.
Got that on tape, Rick. We got it on tape.
That's Courtney Mims by way of Fox 16. Hour number 2 straight ahead.
So the body knows that it needs to heal itself, but it doesn't know how to concentrate it and target it into just one area. So that's where we come in.
By we, Dr. Ashley Caravelli means the nation's leader in regenerative medicine, QC Kinetics.
We put in those treatments, then it sends out like little signalers to your body. We're able to make the body focus on the areas that need the most healing.
QC Kinetics has gathered brilliant medical minds like Dr. Caravelli and Toshan Cup, a pioneer in the field of regenerative medicine, to lead the way in these innovative pain treatments.
So at QC Kinetics, we have a whole team working nationwide with cutting-edge research to reach our patients and treat them and know that surgery is no longer their only option.
The consultation is free. Find out if you're a candidate. Call QC Kinetics today.
Call QC Kinetics, 501-214-5880. That's 501-214-5880. 501-214-5880.
Centennial Bank presents Dan Hampton each week on Morning Mayhem. Centennial Bank. Strength is no accident. You work hard for your money. Keep it secure at Centennial Bank. Member FDIC.
World champion of what?
103.7 The Buzz, your world champions of sports radio.
Don't get me wrong.
KABZ Little Rock. Buzz News with KARK's Gary Burton Jr.
Conway Police and Fire are coming together with the Faulkner County Sheriff's Office for an effort to save lives. They are hosting their Heroes in Action blood drive this Friday. It's in partnership with the Our Blood Institute and their Give Hope campaign. All donors will be given a free t-shirt, a free entry to the Museum of Discovery, and a free bundlet from Nothing Bun Cakes. Friday's blood drive is at the First United Methodist Church Fellowship Hall. It's from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. And the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission is still asking for your natural Christmas trees. AGFC officials say real trees can be donated until the end of the month. What this does is provide a thriving environment for fish by creating cover and food, which brings in more fish for anglers to catch. If you decide to donate, please take off any plastic decorations or lights. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm KARK's Gary Burton Jr.
Anywhere in the state, dial 888-8888 for Rainwater, Holton, Sexton. They'll help you weather the storm.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
Mostly sunny today and up to 66 degrees. Tonight, though, the clouds will come back. Also, some fog and mist is possible overnight. It'll be mild, just a low of 50 tonight. Tomorrow, kind of a cloudy morning, some fog and mist, but it'll be a mostly cloudy day and will warm up to 71. With the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please, turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Tune in to Out of Bounds each Monday for Weekend Recap, brought to you by Fleet Management Services. Serving Central Arkansas for over 20 years, they're your small to mid-sized fleet specialists that also takes care of our fleet at Signal Media. Fleet Management Services is now hiring for Loop Tech, Tire Tech, and Light Maintenance. 8 paid holidays and paid vacation, paid health insurance, and 401k. Paid depends on experience and signing bonus. Apply in person at 901 East 8th Street in Little Rock.
Hi, it's Frank Fletcher from the Fletcher Dodge store here in Sherwood. Folks, if you're shopping for a new car or truck, I hope you'll come see us and give us a chance to earn your business. We have huge discounts, 0% financing available, and we'll give you $1,000 over Kelly Blue Book value for your trade-in. Folks, I guarantee you a hassle-free buying experience. And if you've had credit problems in the past, listen to this. We have an easy pre-approval process. Just go to FletcherCredit.com to get started. You can be pre-approved in minutes. It's really not hard. FletcherCredit.com. Folks, we're also still buying cars every day. If you got an old car or truck you want to turn into cash, bring it to Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood and ask for Chris or Andy. Shop Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood before you buy anywhere else. Shop in person or shop online at FletcherDeals.com. Thank you.
When second's making a play, short's got to cover.
A winning insurance strategy doesn't rely on one person.
Good hustle, good hustle.
Communicate with your guys and make sure everyone's in the right coverage.
It takes a team that knows its roles well, working together to provide an exceptional experience.
Set the screen. You have to protect yourself. 1, 2, 3, Wildcat!
At Shelter Insurance, you can count on our local agents and award-winning customer service to help you protect what matters most.
See Shelter Agent Steven Reiser, Seth Boyd, or Todd Martin in Jacksonville today.
Superstars Joe Klein and Pat Bradley for Arkansas's #1 sports app, Bet Saracen.
Joe, you know the main difference between Bet Saracen and those other guys?
Definitely. Easier to navigate. Always good parlays. Plus lots of fun choices. Like ping pong, right there on the app.
But the real difference are those special promos.
Brand new players get a 100% profit boost just for downloading the Bet Saracen app.
Gambling problem? Call 800-GAMBLER.
Ray Tucker with good news for enthusiasts of Triumph motorcycles. Honda of North Little Rock now carries the legendary classics and cutting-edge rides. We have the Bonneville Barber, Daytona 600, the TF450X, the Stunning Ever Special Edition, and the Rocket 3 Evel Knievel. You get the idea. Come see us at Honda of North Little Rock, your family fun headquarters.
At Capital Technology Group, we make your technology our priority. There are so many threats to IT these days, and we're here to help protect your data and devices. We're also by your side when things simply go wrong, whether it's servers crashing or printers breaking. We cover it all for our clients in all types of businesses. And with over 80 years of history in Arkansas, you can trust Capital Technology Group to be your business technology partner. Sign up for a free consultation at captg.com.
Stop and shop at our Conway and Little Rock showrooms. That's Hawks Homes, has been serving Central Arkansas since 1986. Is Arkansas's #1 sales dealer. Volume purchasing power enables us to offer our customers the best prices on the highest quality homes. See the world's largest double-wide and single-wide homes, triple-wide homes, and even a quad. You dream it, and we'll build it for you. We're the only manufacturer and modular dealer that can build your custom home from your plans. Check them out online at hawkshomes.net.
What's going on, everyone? DJ Williams here with The Buzz, and we got a great show lined up for you. We're going to be joined in studio by Coach Conk, thanks to our friends at Farm Brothers Flying Service. A lot of movement going on in the portal, or is there? We're going to get his take on it. He knows a thing or two about football. Eli Crain is going to join us as well. Let us know what is the top read of the week. And if you want to know what's going on right here in the great state of Arkansas, Susan Irwin-Krause is going to join us, thanks to Willie D's, with our Entertainer's Guide to the Weekend. Tune in to The Zone, where sports and entertainment come crashing together.
Live from the Eat My Catfish studios, it's time for Arkansas's #1 collar-driven sports show. It's Drive Time Sports on the Buzz Radio Network with your hosts, Randy Rainwater and Rick Schaeffer. Lock it in and get ready to dial us up. Drive Time Sports is on the air.
Hour number 2 of Drive Time Sports on the Buzz Radio Network. Rick Schaeffer, standing by in Northwest Arkansas. I'm Randy Rainwater from the capital city.
Ray Tucker on Drive Time Sports is brought to you by Courtney Buick GMC. And now, Trey Biddy is brought to you by Crain Hyundai, Arkansas's #1 Hyundai dealer, and Genesis of Conway, Arkansas's only Genesis dealer. Genesis of Conway, the future of luxury today. Now, here's Trey Biddy.
Good afternoon, Trey.
Hey, guys.
How about those basketball Hogs?
How about them? Man, I hadn't thought about basketball. It feels like that was 2 weeks ago, but that was an exciting game. Darius Acuff's a real deal. That three-point shot by it really does feel like it was 2 weeks ago. But the three-point shot by Carter Knox's time was expiring, and then it just seemed like it was all Arkansas after that, didn't it?
Two big-time shots. Acuff made one from about 28 or 9 feet, and the other went under duress, basically. As you're talking about Carter Knox, 2 huge baskets that pretty well blew that game open. I I thought I'd take a different approach, Trey, rather than saying, all right, give me immediately portal updates. I keep hitting refresh on mine as an example. On the Arkansas Transfer Portal Live Tracker, I keep waiting for something to pop up there. The last one was 157. Memphis redshirt freshman quarterback A.J. Hill commits to Arkansas. This question from our, by the way, it's new Trey, so I have to remember, I have to look at it. Middleton Heat and Air text line says, Tanner right here, is A.J. Hill a legit quarterback or overrated?
Well, I mean, he's got all the physical tools. I watched a lot of video of him going back to some high school footage, watched some clips of him, throwing against air and throwing against one-on-one from the Navy All-America game last year, and watched his performance against UAB last year when he came in with around 9 minutes left, a little under 9 minutes in the third quarter when the starter was hurt, and he led him to a touchdown drive. He threw an interception on a deep ball, throwing off his back foot, and then led him down the field. And they really, it looked like they had scored, but the running back was down at the 1, and then the offensive lineman jumped off sides. This is their final drive of the game, and then he hits the running back for 5 yards and gets him back to the 1 yard line. Then the running back jumps off sides, and then I think they had a delay of game, and then he threw a perfect fade pass to the end zone, and the wide receiver got his foot down, but he bobbled the ball, and they ended up losing the game. But what I do see from him is, first of all, he's really big, rangy quarterback with a really big arm, throws it very effortlessly, and not a bad runner. I've seen some stuff like a lot of people talk about pocket passer, this, but he can run if he needs to. Like he's got some wheels, and I wouldn't say like he's an electric runner, but he's kind of one of those long strider types. But what's interesting to me, like I don't understand why he landed at Memphis, and I want to ask him that if I ever got the opportunity. But I don't know why he picked Memphis. Nothing against Memphis, but you had a ton of Power 5 and major conference programs after you. He was one time committed to Colorado, then later took an official visit to Texas A&M. That's usually a good indicator if a school wants you, but ended up picking Memphis. And not from there. He's from Warner Robins, Georgia. But I do think that's a good addition for them. Now, would I like to see them add a quarterback that is proven? Without a doubt. Everybody's playing the quarterback stuff pretty close to the vest right now, though. So there's not just a whole lot getting out there. But I do think that there's two quarterbacks with promise. You just don't know. You don't know until these guys are under the lights. That's why I like to see a guy that is proven. He may end up being great. KJ Jackson may end up being great. I do think you got two quarterbacks there with really all the tools, all the physical attributes that you would want. It's just you never know because it's that position.
All right, Trey, this from our Middleton Heat and Air text line. Arkansas spent their NIL on a coaching staff. Looks like we're recruiting a D2 team.
Yeah. I see a lot of negative talk right now about that kind of stuff. Well, NIL and the money that you have through the Razorback Foundation and the University of Arkansas is totally separate. If you look across the country, and I think we didn't know what to expect with this going in. Like I kind of thought there would for sure be at least a dozen, maybe upwards of 20 guys who had committed to Arkansas by now. But again, this is our first time going through this. Would you guys be shocked if I told you that Arkansas is tied for first right now in the number of commitments in the SEC?
No.
Yes. Yeah, I'd be shocked.
I'd be shocked
to hear that. Yeah.
Well, that's
true.
Amazing.
With 9, really?
With 7.
Really?
There are not.
I thought there were 9. Yeah.
No, there's 7. There are not a lot of commitments right now. The schools like Texas A&M has 7 commitments. They don't have any 4-stars. Kentucky has a 4-star. Oklahoma has 2 4-stars. Ole Miss has a 4-star. Nobody else. I think Texas has a 4-star, but nobody else has a 4-star transfer just yet. So it has been very slow to me. Like I did not expect it to be. And so you can go around basically any fan message board in the country, and basically everybody is saying what that feedbacker just said. Everybody is saying the same thing.
Wow.
Like, where are our guys? Where's the commits and stuff?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's been surprising. Now, one school that has a ton of commitments right now is Penn State. Guess where every single one of their commitments are from?
Pennsylvania.
No, Iowa State.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Because the coach
makes
went.
sense.
Sure.
You're right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oklahoma State has 18 commitments. Guess where all but, I think,
North
three.
North Texas.
Yeah.
Hey, is the
All but
quarterback
like three.
going there?
Yes.
Is the quarterback
Quarterback's going there. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The only one that has double digits right now, those in Iowa State. Iowa State, Wisconsin, and those two are the only schools out there with double-digit commitments right now. Wisconsin is a bit of an outlier because theirs is coming from a lot of different places. They don't have any four-star commitments, but they have from a lot of different places. So it's been pretty slow going, guys, for everybody for the most
Seems
part.
to be.
So
You're right.
yeah. So am I panicking a little bit? Yeah, I am, because I know that they have to add at least 31 new players to get to 90, and that's if nobody else leaves. And they lost Kevin Otis and Scott Starsick late last night. They lost him, So, I mean, they've got a lot of players to add. They've had a lot of players come through here. I think we're looking at over 40 guys, who have visited, including players coming in today, maybe right about 40.
40, really?
Yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of players that have come through here, and there are more on the way. So I don't like guys leaving without committing, but guys are leaving everywhere. I mean, kind of the thought I had early on, like when Caden Hauser, I think that's how you say his first name, the ECU quarterback, Arkansas had scheduled for a visit after he
went to Illinois.
was going to Illinois, and he committed to Illinois before ever visiting Arkansas. And then you're just thinking, oh, man, you really need to get that first visit in, that first weekend of visits. But there's a lot of guys on their second visits right now, or, maybe even getting ready to start their third visits. Like, there's a lot of guys out there doing that. So I don't know. I didn't know what to expect going in to this, but it is without a question, not just at Arkansas, but around the country, a lot slower as far as the commitments coming than I had anticipated.
Do you think there are as many players in the portal as expected? I mean, are there 2,000 or 3,000 happened last year? Or are they just?
I don't know what the count is.
Moving slower.
That's a good question. I don't know what the exact count is right now, but again, Arkansas. There's been 40 people that have come through here for visits. Some of them are still here. So
yeah. And they could come back before they leave. They could.
Yeah, like every one of those guys that came on day one, I would have taken a commitment from every one of those guys. I think there were like 11 players that came in. And day two, pretty close, I would have taken the commitments from. So yeah, it's been a little bit. It's been a lot slow. I mean, I would have really thought maybe you'd have 20, but I mean, it's a 14-day window. And technically, you can continue to build after that. It's just school starts on the 16th, when the window closes. So you'd like to have everything, or school doesn't start, but the last day to enroll in classes is the 16th at Arkansas. So you'd like to have everything wrapped up by then. But yeah, it's not as.
What do you think the cause is, Trey? Do you believe they're shopping?
Could be negotiating.
Yeah.
It could be. Yeah, it could be, hey, this isn't exactly what I thought I think I could get. I'm going to see if I can get something else somewhere else. It could be that. Meanwhile, you still have, players entering the transfer portal here and there too. So I don't know exactly why, but I also did not really know what to expect. I just kind of had assumptions going in. I didn't know that it would be. I kind of thought there would be a big early wave because of all the tampering and all the stuff that's gone on in college football. I kind of thought that everybody would kind of lock in on some of the top guys that they're after, and then you kind of start filling in after that. But that's not how it's gone.
There are still many Arkansas players who have not said, I'm coming back or I'm in the portal.
Yeah.
Do you think those who have not announced are pretty well coming back? Or do you think, are there some that enter the portal without even announcing it? Does that happen?
There are, yes. I don't think Kevin Otis announced that he was entering the portal today, that he just popped up in the portal. And he had not said he was coming back. Now, there are other players who have said things like they're coming back. And, you know, I'll say this, like, schools talk to each other. You know, some of the schools are friendly. And, you know, if a player says something like, I'm coming back, or indicates he's coming back, and, you know, he never signs anything, won't sign, and then, you know, you might get word from another school, hey, this player's still being shopped around, like we're hearing this guy's, you know, still looking at other schools, then, like, you have no choice as a school but to, like, move on and go a different direction. And that's happened at Arkansas. But, yeah, the players that haven't said anything, I would think at this point, for the most part, I would think, you know, unless they're not signed, but I would think that they're staying at Arkansas. I don't know why you would wait this long unless the school that you're at is like, hey, we're bringing this guy in. I know it looked like you were in line to start here, but this guy's, you know, he's a senior and he's a veteran, and we're going to bring him in. Like, I could see that kind of dynamic going down. But I would think that, you know, if you're still on the roster right now, there's probably, I don't know, a 90% chance that you're sticking around.
So a guy like Shaw, who we've been interested in,
yeah.
you think he's probably still he'll stay at Arkansas?
I think, but that's the first guy that popped in my head when you asked that question also.
Yeah, right. Mm-hmm.
I'd like to find out about Jaden Platt. That's another good one.
Yeah, that's right.
Trey, this is kind of what you're talking about. Texas receiver Parker Livingston, who, by the way, is Arch Manning's roommate. He was the third leading receiver this past season. He announced Saturday he was transferring in a move he called Out of My Control. Texas in the market for an upgraded receiver through the portal.
This guy was the number 61 ranked prospect in the country coming out of high school. And was their, third leading receiver?
Yes, correct.
I would take him if I could get him.
Absolutely. Number
13.
13.
Oklahoma will be one to compete with, but, yeah. The wide receiver out of Auburn is also very good.
Cam Coleman.
No, there's another one there that's really good, who's in the portal. He's a 4-star that Arkansas is in the mix with too. So we'll see. I would like to see them. I mean, I want to see them get some game breakers and, you know, like some difference makers. Like, it's great to get veteran players. Okay, and Arkansas has done that over the years during the transfer portal. And it's a little bit fool's gold because we look out there and we say, well, it's a big team, a lot of veterans. They're not relying on a lot of young players, but they haven't gotten enough difference makers. Like, you still have to get difference makers, guys that can change a game. And, you know, Arkansas had Mike Washington was a really good player. They had some really good wide receivers. I don't know if they had a guy that just struck fear in the opposing team, you know. And really, I probably should be saying that more on defense, because Arkansas did a horrible job evaluating on defense last year. And they did a pretty good job evaluating guys that they brought in on offense. You know, I mean, think about the offense that they brought in. A lot of really good players: Rohan Jones, Mike Washington, Jaden Platt, Caden Kittler, Corey Robinson. Not bad, right? Omega Blake, Raylan Sharp, Jalen Brown, Ismail Cece, who we didn't get to see. I mean, they brought in some pretty good transfers on offense. Defense, they brought in a ton of guys that did not help at all on the defensive line. A ton of guys, and they spent some money there. The linebackers that they brought in didn't help them. The defensive backs, who all played, weren't very good. I mean, they just did a terrible job evaluating on defense last year. So they've got to get some guys that are playmakers, studs. It's not just good enough to get veterans. I mean, some of the best Arkansas teams that we've had come through here have had a lot of holes, but they've had enough playmakers that they've been able to make up. Like, you know, you've got to find guys like that. You can't just get okay play, you know, guys that are veterans and you know, have played a lot of football. You've got to get the studs.
Were you surprised by Starzyc's move?
At first, yeah. At first I was. I didn't understand what was going on because they're bringing in 2 kickers. But, again, he never signed with Arkansas. Was committed but never signed. Arkansas had no choice. I mean, they have to have a kicker.
Yeah,
so.
Absolutely. All right, Trey, this from our Middleton Heat and Air text line. Do we have a big NIL announcement from Walmart? Didn't these same players fans are complaining about from Memphis just beat Arkansas?
Yeah, people are complaining about the Memphis players. They've got some good players from Memphis. I wouldn't be complaining about that. That would just be, I don't mean to call anybody ignorant, but I think you would have to trust the coaches to bring over the right players from the school that they were at previously. I don't think that Matt Campbell is taking every single player from Iowa State with him to Penn State. He's taking a lot of them, but he's also, you're talking about, Big 12 players. It's not like they're nobodies. But Arkansas we're talking about a wide receiver who is very good for them. We're talking about a running back that was, it hasn't committed that they're recruiting, and then a quarterback who was what was he, top 150 player nationally, and an offensive lineman who's 6'5", 340, and started for them since he was a freshman. So, and that's pretty much it. So it's not like they're just bringing over all the Memphis players. They're bringing over the best ones. And as we've seen through the transfer portal, there are plenty of players that are on, not in the Power 5 or the Power 4.
D2 for that matter.
Play.
Yeah, D2.
Yeah, Rohan Jones was pretty good last year. And Mike Washington was pretty good last year. So, yeah, it's not like they're bringing over the whole Memphis roster. They're bringing over the best players. They have an offensive line coach from Memphis, and he's bringing the best offensive lineman with him. They're bringing their young quarterback that they like. They're obviously bringing in their offensive coordinator with them. So, yeah, I wouldn't fret over the Memphis guys. They're some of the better ones that they've added so far. Them and Christian Harrison probably.
Trey, this from our D3 Auto Sales Buzz text line. Do we have the Middleton Heat and Air text line. Do we have a big, I read that one. Dadgummit. This one, how can Oklahoma compete with us with money? Is it all money or what?
Oklahoma. Well, I think it probably helps to have a football tradition and people, supporting that program. Arkansas they did not do a very good job capitalizing on NIL in 2021 and got behind things. It seems like things are going to be better moving forward. At least that's what Hunter Yurachek has said, if you believe him. A lot of people have kind of lost trust, I guess, but they do have the revenue share. They've got the full allotment. Not every school in the country has that, $20.5 million in rev share, but Arkansas does. And if they're going to be in the upper half of the SEC, then they probably, as they put it, then they probably got a pretty big chunk. We'll see. I can't blame anybody for being so pessimistic or negative, and I am too. I'm a little concerned. I look at where they are right now. There's probably a school out there that's just going to get really do a poor job, where you're just whoa, these guys didn't get anybody. What are they doing? Do they know what they're doing? That's probably going to happen to somebody.
Yeah.
Somebody's getting left out in the cold or getting played or thinks they have guys and they don't, and they could be in real trouble.
Wouldn't that be good if that was LSU? That'd be great, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that would be.
I'd love to see that.
Are you saying LSU or are you saying Lane Kiffin?
It's not going to be at a school like LSU.
It'd sure be fun if it was.
Right, it would be.
All right, Rick, your list is Texas and LSU now that you're okay.
That's right.
No, at the very top now is Lane Kiffin.
Dislike, you don't use the word hate.
I can't blame anybody, long story short, for being pessimistic or concerned or frustrated. But there's, 10 more days left in this portal? And let's see what happens.
All right, Trey, we'll talk to you tomorrow. Trey Biddy, HawgSports.com, being brought to you by Crain Hyundai.
1037 The Buzz is your home for Arkansas Razorback basketball. Coverage is brought to you by Lion Legal Services, Kaufman by Design West, Bell Chevrolet, Network Services Group, and Windrock Automotive. Razorback basketball on your home of the Hogs, 1037 The Buzz.
Pat Bradley gets in the zone each Tuesday, courtesy of Wood Grill Buffet in Benton. Open Thursday through Sunday for lunch and dinner. Come one, come all, come hungry.
Arkansas Municipal Equipment in Poen, founded over a decade ago by Daniel and Vanessa Ellison. They lease and sell trucks, trash carts, roll-off dumpsters, and street sweepers. Proud to be Arkansas's only authorized dealer for New Way refuse trucks and Timco street sweepers. Your authorized dealer for Galfab roll-off and hook lift trucks. You can get parts and service for all makes and models with technicians traveling the state to take care of you.
AME, it's the service after the sale.
1037 The Buzz is your home for Arkansas Razorback basketball. Coverage is brought to you by Blackman Auctions, Arkansas Scholarship Lottery, Malvern National Bank, Edwards Food Giant, Crain Hyundai, and Genesis of Conway.
Frank Fletcher Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sherwood. When you're in the market for a new Dodge Chrysler Jeep or Ram, we hope you give us a chance to earn your business. Here's some things to consider. Fletcher Dodge has been family-owned dealer here in Sherwood for over 25 years. We know how to take care of our customers to keep them coming back. Every Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram dealer pays the same price for their vehicles. It's the dealer that makes the difference. We'll give you the best deal up front. No haggling, no arguing. We make it easy to buy a new vehicle, and we'll pay you more for your trade-in. Compare our deal to anybody's, and you'll buy from us. Come see us today for the deal of a lifetime on new Dodge Chrysler Jeep or Ram. At Frank Fletcher Dodge, you always get the best price, the lowest finance rate, and more for your trade. And we promise you a hassle-free buying experience. We want to be your dealer for life. Shop Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood before you buy anywhere else. Just tell us what you're looking for and we'll make you a deal. Come see us in person at Fletcher Dodge on Warden Road in Sherwood or shop online at FletcherDeals.com.
MNB is proud to be serving Central Arkansas. No matter where you are in life, it's nice to know you have a partner when it comes to banking. Whether it's buying that first home, growing your business, or planning for retirement, we understand that everyone's challenges are different. At MNB, we can guarantee a great personal banking experience. Let us work to help you with your next life moment. Stop into one of our many locations and let us show you what community banking is really like. Visit us online at mnbbank.com.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The Zone on location Friday at the 44th Annual Arkansas Marine Expo. Arkansas's premier boat show Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at the State House Convention Center in Little Rock. Ski boats, bass boats, wakeboard boats, party barges, all on display and at discount show prices.
Here's NASCAR Hall of Famer Mark Martin.
As a race car driver for 40 years, I survived a lot of crashes. Not everyone can run into a wall at 200 miles an hour and walk away. Without a seatbelt, I wouldn't be alive today. Now I'm retired, back home in Arkansas driving my pickup. I'm shocked how many people aren't wearing seatbelts. Why risk your life when it only takes 2 seconds to buckle up? Take it from number 6. Buckle up, Arkansas.
A message from the Arkansas State Police Highway Safety Office.
Welcome back to Drive Time Sports, live from the Eat My Catfish studios, where it's much like any of the 7 Eat My Catfish locations, minus the always fresh, delicious food options like the family pack catfish dinners. The #1 sports radio show in Arkansas, Drive Time Sports on the Buzz Radio Network.
Drive Time Sports on the Buzz Radio Network. Rick Schaeffer. I'm Randy Rainwater, along with Raymond Tucker, which tonight, 8 o'clock, Ray Tucker's Arkansas Outdoors. What's on tap, Raymond?
Well, Brian Hendricks has a couple of guys lined up for us. I haven't checked my messages today. I know we're going to talk striper fishing is one of the things we're going to talk about. And this is a great time of the year to do it. And Lake Ouachita, Lake Maumelle, Ferris Fair, all good places, striper fish.
That's coming up later, 8 o'clock, right here on our flagship station, 103.7, The Buzz. And, oh, by the way, Double F said, let's go Benihana. Benihana, $25, all you can eat, soup, salad, that awesome rice, and all the sushi you can eat. That's lunch and dinner at Benihana. What a deal. $25. All you can eat, soup, salad, the rice, and all the sushi you can eat. That's right there in the Wyndham Hotel in North Little Rock. 371-9000. If you need a reservation, if you want to get a reservation, that's smart, always smart. But you can always walk in.
It's fun to get a little group together and go to Benihana's. A lot of fun.
A lot of entertainment.
Yes, it is.
I mean, that they will definitely entertain you there at Benihana. 371-9000. Make your reservation now. And when you get there, say, I want all I can eat. $25. Let me have it. So there you go. Benihana, Wyndham Hotel in North Little Rock.
Pat Bradley on Drive Time Sports is brought to you by Bet Saracen, the #1 sports betting app in Arkansas. Download it today and start winning today with Bet Saracen.
Well, Patrick did week #1 of SEC play. Did it go pretty much as you expected? Were there any surprises?
I wouldn't say there were too many surprises. Maybe, I think most people thought that Kentucky would be a lot further ahead than they're at right now, to be honest with you. They would just manhandle.
Yes.
My goodness. But outside of that, it's tough to really... You have Missouri beating Florida, and Missouri's been ever since Coach Gates got there, they've been a squad that would just, when you think they're down, they can. Matter of fact, they beat Florida at Florida last year, and so I guess no really surprises, I would say. However, it was there was some interesting games, like how the Hogs put up 86 on Tennessee, and that's a #1 defense in the league, one of the top 2 or 3 in the country. I mean, that's pretty impressive. So there were some impressive things that happened. What Bama did to Kentucky, how Arkansas was able to score against Tennessee. Those types of things were really what stood out.
How about Georgia and Auburn?
Looks like Georgia.
I started to say Georgia and Auburn.
Real.
I wondered. I thought 99 points a game, non-conference play. They can't do that in SEC play. It'd take overtime. But nevertheless, 104-100. Georgia over Auburn.
Yeah. Well, they're the fastest playing team in the country right now. Georgia is, and you think, it's one thing in non-conference because you're kind of padding the stats against some of the bye games. But Georgia gets out there and runs, man. They've got some really good shot blockers, Randy, that allow them to get out in the lane. And then they've got a couple of really good guards, crafty guards that they just get it and go.
They can shoot. They can shoot the rock too.
They can shoot it. They got a couple guys who can shoot it. They've got. They get a good mix of a couple guys they brought back from last year, and a couple guys, really good players that are new this year from the guard position. So they did. Mike White did a good job of putting together a team that fits well together. Really, I mean Randy. That's what you're seeing today is every team has gone through. How do we fit? What are our roles? What our identity? When there's so many new guys, that's why if you can get 4 or 5 guys to come back, Arkansas's got that. I mean, heck, I don't know if Billy Richmond started the game last year, but if he did, that'd be 4 guys who had started that are back for the Hogs. I mean, tell me what team has had that luxury.
Yeah, I don't know if Billy
started the game for it.
Can't remember Billy starting the game last year, but that doesn't mean that he didn't. But The other game
But he played a lot. He played enough.
Yeah, he definitely got 25 to 28 minutes a game. Patrick, Arkansas has Ole Miss up next. Ole Miss was pretty well handled by Oklahoma, 86-7. What do you see in Ole Miss?
Well, that is another prime example that we were just talking about of a team that, they start the season out, I think, 5-0. Then they lose 4 in a row. Then they win 3 out of 4. Then they go to Oklahoma. Actually start that game out really well, but they inconsistent scoring the basketball. And, they have a couple of, their backcourt's all new. They've got, this stud, if you remember this stud, Malik Dia.
Mm-hmm.
He's back, 6'9", he is just tough, a mismatched nightmare. So it really starts with Malik Dia. When you're talking about Ole Miss. But they do. They've got guys, and here's the thing. Their Achilles heel has been their ability to score the basketball. Low field goal shooting percentage. Not a lot of points in the paint. They don't really have a guy that you throw it to and say, give me a bucket. So when I look at this matchup, the Hogs have an advantage in the paint. If now, like I said, the mismatch is going to be Malik Dia, but they do have other guys. They've got a couple good guards that they run sort of a couple of high ball screens for, and we've seen not only the Hogs struggle with that, but most of college basketball players and teams struggle with how to defend a lot of those high ball screens, and they throw a bunch of them at you. So, it's a dangerous game though, because they came out against Oklahoma physical, tough, and making shots. And if they get a few of their guys, they've got I don't want to say how many, 5, 6 guys that they can throw out there to make some shots. They got a good freshman too, a kid named Patton Pinkins, who's a shot maker. But they just, Coach Beard talked about it during the season. He's like, I'm trying to find the guys that can go out there and do what I want them to do. And unfortunately for Coach Beard, last year it clicked with the guys that he brought in. This year I think he brought back maybe 2 of his top guys, and the rest is sort of learning on the fly. So I think you're going to see we always talk about going on the road in conference play, and it's never easy when you get the late game. I don't know, maybe a little chilly in Oxford. So the Hogs have the length, the athleticism, the playmaking, the shot making. That's a game where, maybe a 1-2 possession game. But that's a game where the Hogs, you would think, could go in there and get that one. Maybe it's not won't be a 10-point win or anything like that, or unless something wild happens, like, they just shoot 12 or 24 from the 3, or Ole Miss's top 2 guys foul out or something like that. But outside of that, I think you're going to get a really angry Ole Miss team. We know Coach Beard pretty well, and he knows how to push the right buttons.
Especially when you feel like your back is against the wall. I realize only one game has been played in conference, but we saw it happen to Arkansas time and time again, not just last year, but over the years. You drop that opener, and it seems like you're playing from behind the entire season.
I do want to interject on hitting the right buttons. Can you look and see if Rick's button is punched in there? Now he is. Now he's punching the right buttons.
I tried 3 times to say something, but I'm
well,
okay
I hit the wrong one.
I'm okay if y'all want me to just.
I hit
be quiet.
I hit the one that belonged to Trey just a moment ago. My bad.
I know you wanted me to be quiet when Courtney was on.
Punishment. It came back.
It's carryover. It's carryover. Okay, let's see. All right, this from we have a new sponsor. You have Rick potted down. He's just texted, said he's been trying to call.
Now you see the messages I was sending you.
Okay.
Well, I'll just leave it open.
Pat was saying good, interesting stuff. So
yeah, he was. He was. Yeah.
Although he didn't mention the team he didn't mention was Vanderbilt. I don't think you even mentioned them, did you?
Yeah.
They're undefeated. Are they that good?
Well, I hadn't gotten.
Well, yeah, but Well, the reason I didn't mention it, he said over the weekend.
Oh, okay.
And they
beat
South
won.
Carolina, which is
Yeah,
South Carolina. They're
not very good.
Yeah, they might not win a game. They might not win a game.
They're not very good. Yeah.
Wow.
Missouri beat. This was at Florida, no less. Missouri 76, Florida 74.
Was that game at Florida? I thought it was at Missouri.
Wasn't it at Florida, Patrick?
Yeah, Missouri.
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 Yeah, I thought it was at Missouri. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's tough at Missouri. It's a tough environment.
A&M 75, LSU 72. This is the one that I like the best. Mississippi State knocks off Texas.
Oof.
101-98.
And that was at Austin. That was a road win.
Stay with us.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on, Patrick. One more segment. Pat Bradley, thanks to Bet Saracen. Drive Time Sports will continue.
Genesis of Conway presents Craig O'Neill each week when he joins Roger, Baz, and Justin on Morning Mayhem. Genesis of Conway, the future of luxury today.
If you need a new garage door, this could be your lucky day. Entries are open now for the $5,000 garage door sweepstakes with Overhead Door Company of Little Rock. A winner will be chosen at random to receive $5,000 towards new garage doors and openers of their choice. Deadline to enter is the end of the month to win the $5,000 sweepstakes with Overhead Door Company of Little Rock. Enter now at overheaddooroflittlerock.com.
Superstars Joe Klein and Pat Bradley for Arkansas's #1 sports app, Bet Saracen.
Joe, you know the main difference between Bet Saracen and those other guys?
Definitely. Easier to navigate. Always good parlays. Plus lots of fun choices. Like ping pong. Right there on the app.
But the real difference are those special promos.
Brand new players get a 100% profit boost just for downloading the Bet Saracen app.
Gambling problem? Call 800-GAMBLER.
Hi, it's Frank Fletcher from the Fletcher Dodge store here in Sherwood. Folks, if you're shopping for a new car or truck, I hope you'll come see us and give us a chance to earn your business. We have huge discounts, 0% financing available, and we'll give you $1,000 over Kelly Blue Book value for your trade-in. Folks, I guarantee you a hassle-free buying experience. And if you've had credit problems in the past, listen to this. We have an easy pre-approval process. Just go to FletcherCredit.com to get started. You can be pre-approved in minutes. It's really not hard. FletcherCredit.com. Folks, we're also still buying cars every day. If you got an old car or truck you want to turn into cash, bring it to Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood and ask for Chris or Andy. Shop Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood before you buy anywhere else. Shop in person or shop online at FletcherDeals.com. Thank you.
Hey, it's David Basil from my good friends at Bath Fitter. I've been working with Bath Fitter for over a decade now. They're a family-owned business that's been around for over 40 years. They are the pioneers of the acrylic bath industry. Bath Fitter offers a one-of-a-kind remodeling process that's easy and stress-free. They offer a wide selection of beautiful and functional showers, and with their seamless one-piece walls and hundreds of design options, you can refresh your shower space in no time. They can even convert your existing bath into a shower. Check them out online at bathfitterlittlerock.com and tell them Basil sent you. Happy
Happy New Year from the friendly folks at Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union, where you're always greeted by a real person and receiving amazing service. Kick off the year with our New Year auto loan special. Enjoy no payments for 90 days, an ultra-low 2.026% interest rate, and up to 84 months financing. Offer valid on 2024, 25, and 26 models for new and used vehicles or refinance and save. Apply securely today at alcoacommunityfcu.org. Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union, proudly serving 15 counties across central Arkansas.
Now, back to Drive Time Sports, live from the Eat My Catfish studios. Eat fresh, eat local, eat my catfish. Be a part of the game plan. It's Drive Time Sports on the Buzz Radio Network.
Welcome back to Drive Time Sports on the Buzz Radio Network. Rick Schaeffer, Ray Tucker, I'm Randy Rainwater. In a moment, we'll be rejoined by the Pat Bradley. Have Patrick until the top of the hour. First Security Bank, they're helping their customers going into this brand new year. If you're needing a home loan, a personal loan, whatever it may be, First Security is there to serve you. In fact, with 78 banking locations, there's always seems like one close to you. And whether you're looking at a personal loan, home loans and refinancing, home equity loans, commercial loans, when you need a loan, you'll find one at First Security. Call or stop by any of the First Security locations today for better loans backed by better personal service. Remember, FDIC, equal housing lender, only in Arkansas. That's First Security Bank.
Pat Bradley on Drive Time Sports is brought to you by Bet Saracen, the #1 sports betting app in Arkansas. Download it today and start winning today with Bet Saracen.
All right, Patrick, before the season, what were your expectations for Darius Acuff?
Well, he was arguably the top point guard coming out in the entire class. He was very highly touted. I think we tend to get caught up this year. There's a lot of great freshmen. A lot of them, you have a couple of really good point guards. You get the kid at Houston. That's a very good freshman point guard, Fleming. Outside of that, you get the Koa Pete, Cameron Boozer, Devonsa. These are 6'9", 6'8", 6'11". And I think maybe the point guard discussion sort of got pushed back a little bit. And, from a position, he's as good as anybody in the country right now. But even coming into the season, I think, like I said, you had all those sort of big perimeter guys that got a lot of the headlines. But from point guard position, he was as good as you get coming out of high school. So I think maybe that was something that we didn't pay as much attention to. And then the other side of it too is, how do you necessarily predict that he is going to transition this quickly? I mean, he's playing like SEC Player of the Year type play. And if the Hogs continue this trajectory in SEC play, the way that we sort of are looking at them now, like, okay, now hang on. You look at the Southeastern Conference, and yes, Vanderbilt's playing fantastic. I think Alabama is playing fantastic, always dangerous. But after, in Arkansas could beat any one of those teams. So what I'm saying is the Hogs are in position, and I know it's only one game, but really going back to Acuff, if they finish top 3 and he continues to come close, just come close, then he's going to be in that conversation with Player of the Year of the league. The kid LeBaron Philon from Alabama is going to be in that conversation. Probably the kid Tyler Cannon from Vanderbilt. He's fantastic. Probably missing a few of them. Or Thomas Hout from Florida. Who knows what's going to happen with Kentucky? Preseason Player of the Year if they go away. And they lose, he still puts up 20. But if they don't start winning some games,
will Pope?
He's right there.
Will Pope be on the hot seat?
It's Kentucky, Randy. Pope was on the hot seat when he took the job.
It's true.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
It's
true.
It's like Alabama football.
Yeah, that's right. You think about Kentucky not being ranked. Florida's a defending national champion, not ranked. The highest SEC ranked team is Vanderbilt at number 11. You could never expect the league to be as good as last year. We may never see that again. But is the league really down a lot from last year?
Rick, so here's the way I look at it. To your point, the league was very powerful, especially at the top. You had Auburn a number 1 seed. You had, I think Kentucky was a 2 seed. Alabama was like a 2-1. You know what I mean? It was just, and then you had the bottom guys that were very competitive. Well, not the bottom, not 15, 16, but right in the middle, very competitive. And the other thing, Rick, I think we talked about this before, is when you get the ACC putting 4 teams in, well, probably the SEC is going to get their 13th and 14th teams in, right? There's going to be an open slot. So I don't think there's no 1 seeds right now from the SEC, whereas there's arguably a couple of them last year with Tennessee, Bama, Auburn. That's one difference. However, right now, I can see 10 teams. Really? LSU's much better. LSU's a team that they're at least right there in the conversation. I mean, they're set up to be able to make it, which would be a huge boost for them. And they're, I think, coaching fans in his 3rd year, 4th year, and that'd be huge for him. And, Oklahoma's looking like they're going to be right on the line, too. So, to your point,
don't forget Mississippi State.
Dominant.
Don't forget Mississippi State, Patrick.
They've been to the tournament every year since Chris Jans has been there. So, it's pretty amazing what he's been able to do. And he's a guy that, he's another one. He figures it out. He's like Chris Beard, man. Those guys. They had Coach Cal last year. All these guys, they're not where they are without being able to, hey, we get a 2-game losing streak. I'm going to change something, or I'm going to get a whole new bunch of guys in there mid-season.
Do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. Let's see.
But for tomorrow night, though, before we. I think when you look at the matchup, there's a couple of things that could hinder the Razorbacks. Number one, Ole Miss is going to try and slow you down. They're very slow tempo, and the Razorbacks, when they get on transition, look out. They want to run. They want to run. So Ole Miss is able to slow you down and make you a half-court team, and then figure out a way to slow Acuff down just a little bit. Now, listen, you remember Darius Acuff played a heck of a game, but he was like, I don't know if he was cramping on the sideline.
Yeah,
he
looked like he was cramping.
I mean, he was. So they watch that too, right? So if they can slow the game down, half-court game, and if they don't get to the free throw line and they depend on jump shots, we've seen this, not this team, but we've seen it in the past, settling for jump shots, especially on the road. A couple of bad turnovers here. You go through what was that last game they lost? They went through a 5-minute, 5-turnover.
Houston.
And now you're playing from behind. Now you're playing from behind 10 for the whole game. You basically spot on 10. So those types of things are what you got to be worried about. To me, it starts with attacking the rim, get to the basket, And you got to get out. You can't. They've got a couple of guys where if they get rolling, they get confidence. It could be trouble.
Well, when you look at the numbers only, Arkansas is going to win every category going into this game with Ole Miss.
Right.
Whether it be from an offensive standpoint, my concern, particularly when you're playing a Chris Beard team, is back again, is Arkansas going to be physical enough to play with them? Because Coach Beard, they play a physical style of ball.
And the thing, Randy, is it's going to be because Coach Beard is defensive-minded, tough-minded.
Mm-hmm.
What they do with Darius Acuff, they make somebody else be the offensive star.
Patrick, enjoy your time there in Charlotte. We'll talk with you next week. Pat Bradley, thanks to Bet Saracen.
Mike Rowe here with a name everyone should know, Groundworks. The foundation and crawl space repair experts are coming soon to Little Rock. So if you've got a musty crawl space or cracks in your walls, these are the guys to call. And right now, Groundworks is hiring for all positions. If you're looking for a career, Groundworks is the place to do it. You can go from installer to foreman in under a year and become an owner of the company you work for. Apply now at groundworks.com/careers.
Licensed in all states. And it's time to plan your visit. The classic racing season kicks off January 30th and runs through May 2nd with exciting weekends, great food and drinks, and the kind of atmosphere you can only find in Hot Springs. It's fast, it's lively, it's time to win. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Listen for Champs and Chumps on Fridays during the Zone. Brought to you by Washita Bar and Grill on Central Avenue in Hot Springs and BKC Home Builders, building premier homes in Hot Springs.
Don't get sidetracked.
That man is playing Gallagher.
We'll keep you on course.
Thought we wouldn't notice, but we did.
103.7 The Buzz. Buzz News with KARK's Gary Burton Jr.
Interim Cleveland County Judge Jimmy Del Adair has passed away. His death comes just a few months after being appointed to the position. Officials with the Cleveland County Sheriff's Office confirmed his passing. Adair was named interim county judge after the death of Judge Jimmy Cummings. Former Judge Cummings passed away of a heart attack in August. The County Quorum Court will address Adair's passing and vacancy at their meetings this week. And today is the last day for the early voting period in two special primary elections. It's for voters in District 70 and 26. Those in District 26 are voting to fill the vacant Senate seat following the death of Senator Gary Stubblefield. House District 70 became vacant when Representative Carlton Wing resigned in September. Voters in North Little Rock and Sherwood will have 2 early voting locations, but 10 for tomorrow's general election. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm KARK's Gary Burton Jr.
Are you still on the sidelines? Then it's time you suit up and get in the game. Download Arkansas's favorite sports wagering app, Bet Saracen, today.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
It may be a little bit of a chilly start, but it'll be a mostly sunny and mild Monday. Here we're back up to 66 degrees today. Tonight, clouds roll in, maybe some fog and mist too. Tomorrow, it will remain mostly cloudy, but we could get it all the way up to 71 degrees. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Are you hungry? Something new, $25, all you can eat, sushi rolls, soup, salad, Benihana rice. Come at Benihana's Monday through Thursday.
Arkansas Advocates for Children and Families presents Central Arkansas Soup Sunday, March 1st at 3:30 at the Jack Stevens Center at UA Little Rock. Arkansas Advocates works for an Arkansas where every child and family has every opportunity for success. Central Arkansas Soup Sunday benefiting Arkansas Advocates for Children and Families, March 1st at 3:30. Tickets are available at aradvocates.org and at the door.
With hundreds of vehicles in stock across 6 brands, your next ride is waiting for you at Red River Auto Group. We know that the road ahead is important. Whether it's your daily drive or your next big adventure, the right vehicle makes all the difference. From the reliability of a Toyota to the strength of a Ram truck, We offer vehicles built to last with options for every lifestyle. State-of-the-art technology, unbeatable performance, and the comfort you deserve. It's all waiting for you at Red River. Visit us online at redriverauto.com.
It's the Marine Expo this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at the State House Convention Center. 2026 boats on display and at discount show prices. Win a new $12,000 Yamaha personal watercraft. Arkansas's premier boat show this weekend at the State House Convention Center in Little Rock.
Hi, I'm Chef Franklin Becker. You know the jingle. Now discover the facts about Ozempic, a GLP-1. There's only one FDA-approved Ozempic made by Novo Nordisk. Learn about the real thing.
Talk to your healthcare professional today. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and to learn more about Ozempic. Semaglutide injection 0.5, 1, and 2 milligrams.
Welcome back to Winter Hack Radio, the place for clever hacks to survive the season. Icy driveway? Well, try spreading sand or birdseed to help with traction. Snowy puppy paws? Well, grab a whisk, brush it off, done. Catch COVID-19? Well, just get...
Actually, there's no hack for COVID-19. But if you test positive, prescription medications for COVID exist. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Instant fun every day? That's a win. The chance at a life-changing jackpot? Win. Creating scholarships for Arkansas students? That's the biggest win of all. When you play the lottery, it's a win-win-win for Arkansas. So far, the Arkansas Scholarship Lottery has raised over $1.5 billion to fund more than 822,000 scholarships. Keep playing and winning, Arkansas. Call 1-800-522-4700 for Problem Gambling Helpline.
Start 2026 on the move. Don't let joint pain stop you from reaching your New Year's resolutions or just having that lifestyle that you've wanted for a while now. Hit the ground running in 2026 with QC Kinetics. They deliver regenerative treatments that actually help your body repair the areas that are causing you pain. Achy knees, hips, shoulders, back, wherever that joint pain is, QC Kinetics is here to help. One of the great things about it is there is no surgery, there's no recovery, which can be the harder part of that surgical procedure, and also there's no pain. Imagine instead you're moving better, stronger, and planning the year you actually want with all of the activities that you want because you use treatment from QC Kinetics. January is supposed to be your clean slate, so make it one. Stop managing the pain and start solving it now with QC Kinetics. Call for your free consultation at 501-214-5880. That's 501-214-5880. Call QC Kinetics today.
In today's digital world, compliance isn't just a box to check, it's a necessity. Network Services Group will help you navigate the complex landscape of cybersecurity regulations, making sure your business stays compliant and secure. Stay ahead of the curve. Focus on what really matters, growing your business. Network Services Group, your partner in compliance for banks and medical organizations.
Network Services Group. One call does it all.
Live from the Eat My Catfish studios, it's time for Arkansas's #1 collar-driven sports show. It's Drive Time Sports on the Buzz Radio Network with your hosts, Randy Rainwater and Rick Schaeffer. Lock it in and get ready to dial us up. Drive Time Sports is on the air.
Hour number 3 at Drive Time Sports here on the Buzz Radio Network. Rick Schaeffer standing by in Northwest Arkansas. I'm Randy Rainwater from the capital city.
Ray Tucker on Drive Time Sports is brought to you by Courtney Buick GMC.
I'm glad I have, what is it called? Used to be called whiteout, but now you don't have the whiteout. It's that little tape stuff.
Tape goes right over
Yeah,
the word,
thank goodness I got that because it seems like this is driving me crazy. Is he leaving? Is he going? Is he good? And then you get the additions.
Say that again.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said. I was reading during the break.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
That's Bugs Bunny.
No, that's
I'm Porky the Pig. Porky the Pig.
That's Randy. He was doing a promo, and I caught that sound. And I also got this.
Hey, it's Randy Rainwater.
His own name got him.
Oh, my. Can't remember that one, thank goodness. Did you realize
you Rick turned up?
Did you what?
Do you?
Making sure you got Rick turned
yes,
up.
I got him turned up.
Okay.
Yeah, but there's nothing to say right now. I'm just listening to you guys.
Yeah, ramble. Okay. Did you realize?
I know Ray does a great Daffy Duck. If you guys are doing Bugs Bunny, Ray's really good at Daffy Duck.
Wow.
Well, Morning Madness will really love today's show. Besides the booger eater we had from last week. Did you realize today that another player from Auburn, I think they've already had like 32 or 33 players enter into the transfer portal. They lost a good one today. Well, a potential good one. Auburn transfer quarterback Deuce Knight. Deuce Knight. Now, if you're like me, you're like, who is Deuce Knight? Well, he made one start in 2025, okay? They played Mercer. But regardless, finished the game 15 of 20 for 239 yards. That's passing. Then he ran for 162 yards. Now, according to this story...
He played in one game?
One game. I'm trying to confirm that one game, but maybe I don't need to worry about that. But guess who is number one on the list that's going to try to get him? There's two. Right now, there are two options when I hear such and such, this big name is available. Who immediately do I look for? I look for Lane Kiffin now in LSU. Well, apparently Pete Golding is showing he wants to play with the big boys as well. Ole Miss is the team to watch in this recruitment. So why does not Arkansas? They're still needing a quarterback. But this doesn't fit, though, Trey's requirements. Trey wants someone with experience.
Did we not put enough chips on the table?
Well, no, I don't know that Arkansas has even approached Deuce Knight. But I think I'd rather go for this was a 5-star recruit with 4 years of eligibility.
Wow.
I think I'd go invest in this young man, don't you think?
I think you'd have to think about it.
And you know that in a selling aspect, starting quarterback Trinidad Chambliss. You've already talked about this, Rick. He's agreed to a deal to return to Ole Miss next season, pending his NCAA eligibility waiver being granted. If you got Tom Morris on your side, I think it's done.
Yeah,
deal.
he's going to get it. Yeah, you're right.
So you need to tell Deuce, come to Arkansas. You might compete for the starter's job.
Well, he could.
So anyway, something else.
That's a great name too, Deuce Knight.
Yeah, that's something.
How about that? Is it like K-N-I-G-H-T or N-I-G-H? It's probably
K-N-I.
yeah, with a K.
K-N-I.
Yeah. How about that?
And let's see, Colorado transferred Jaheim Otis commits to Ole Miss.
What does he play?
Defensive line.
Okay.
How many has Ole Miss picked up already, you know?
No, I don't. But, I mean, the way Trey talked earlier, Arkansas with what, 8?
7.
7 or 8.
I thought it was 9. Now I'm maybe counting the junior college guy that's coming in, and maybe Trey's not counting the long snapper. I don't know if you count him as one, but here are the ones that I've got written down: A.J. Hill, Malachi Brayland, Jamari Hawkins, that's 3, Jaquavian Smith, Max Gilbert, Adam Johnston, he's the snapper, so maybe he didn't count him, Christian Harrison, Braden McAllister. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 8. And then you've also got Antonio Sander Bascom, who's the junior college guy who signed. So that's 9. You wouldn't count him in the transfer portal, I guess, but that's 8. So who was, again, maybe he disregarded the snapper. I don't know. Am I right? Are all those guys correct? That's what I've got.
Well, let me see here. I need to open up another one and go back to HawgSports.
So you look at a quarterback, an offensive guard, wide receiver, linebacker, kicker, snapper, safety, and a guy that just kicks off.
See, that's what I thought they were doing initially when they first, pardon me, choking up right now. But I thought that's what they were doing, at least Starzik for field goals and point after touchdowns, because he didn't kick off this past year for Arkansas.
No.
I thought they'd be sound like, and they're just giving them scholarships. They're not giving them NIL money. But we need a kicker who will kick off.
Mm-hmm.
We need a punter. I thought they were one of these kids. Apparently, is a punter.
Is one of them that we just named? Is he a punter?
Yeah.
I don't. Which one? Is the guy that kicks off a punter? Is the long snapper a punter? I doubt that.
No,
It'd be kind of
hard to do that, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Okay, watch this.
I'm really fast.
I'm going to snap it to myself.
I'm really fast.
Yeah, that would be highly unusual.
Let's see. All right, let's see what this one says. Max Gilbert. All right, we talked about him. So
he's a kicker. Does he punt? I don't think he does. So who's the punter? Was he
Gilbert can
previously
also punt.
Oh, okay.
Gilbert can also punt.
Okay. It's been a long time since Arkansas has had a guy that kicked field goals and punted. Steve Little was the best, but that's been a long time ago.
All right, Braden McAllister was signed earlier on Sunday as a possible kickoff and long field goal specialist.
Long field goal. And these days, long field goals, you think they're becoming more common. And yet, did you watch Pittsburgh and Baltimore last night?
Yes.
I did watch the last few minutes. Can you imagine?
Oh, my
Pittsburgh
gosh.
gave Baltimore a chance to win by missing an extra point, and then Baltimore set up perfectly for the guy to kick a 45-yard field goal, which today is like a 25-yarder, used to be, and he missed. So missed extra point, missed field goal.
Wide right.
And the season ends. The team that lost was going to end the season. Can you imagine the Ravens dressing room? I mean, they're going to be nice. They make plenty of money anyway, but that keeps them out of the playoffs. And, it could. There are those suggesting Harbaugh. I didn't realize that Harbaugh had been with the Ravens for 18 years.
Mm-hmm.
There are those
Some
suggesting.
in 19.
Yeah, there are those suggesting that that missed kick could actually cost him his job. And, so the Steelers are going to go play the Texans. You figured whoever won that game was probably going to lose the first game of the playoffs. That you'd figure they will. But, and Aaron Rodgers, give him credit. When he had to make some throws, he did. He still looks like he can hardly move out there, but he does throw the ball nicely at times, doesn't he?
Didn't outrun that linebacker, did he?
No.
But then he also came back, pardon me, and scampered for about 15 yards. When the left side of the field opened up, he took off, and it was about a 15-yard run.
I didn't see that play, but
first play I've ever watched where I thought it was slow motion, and it wasn't.
That used to be a given for him back in the day. But
he can fling it, man.
He can still spin it.
So he gets at least one more game to his career, because this is it, right?
But now, Rick, could be. Here's the thing, though. Before the game, they were questioning not only John Harbaugh,
Timlin too,
but Lamar Jackson.
Oh yeah, I think he answered that.
What?
Yeah. Okay, so I get this. I get an online newspaper, the Baltimore Banner, because I love reading about the Orioles. Well, obviously at this time of year, it's mostly about the Ravens. Yeah, the last 2 weeks they got guys saying, "Does Lamar Jackson really want to play? Is he going to play?" Well, he played pretty well last night. And he's got such a guaranteed contract, or maybe I can't remember if his guaranteed money may be over, but he's got 2 more years and the money's enormous, and it's going to count against their cap whether he plays or not.
That's
But
that dead money.
yeah,
Yep.
but if they trade him, then whoever gets him has to pay that. So odds are he's going to be their quarterback next year.
Yeah, I don't think it's any doubt. Now Harbaugh, I don't really understand what. Okay, every coach makes some bizarre decisions, but look at the consistencies at Baltimore.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they've been in the playoffs a lot. Yeah, and they won one Super Bowl, didn't they?
They've got won it to their credit. Yep.
Yeah.
So I don't get that one. Trying to get rid. Well, suggesting that Harbaugh may be on the hot seat, John Harbaugh, and now next they'll be talking about Derrick Henry. The cat almost rushed for, 1,800 yards?
Oh, my gosh. Yeah. And what was it, last week?
He had over 200.
Yeah, or something yards.
And now you're questioning whether or not it ace 30 from him?
Yeah. Maybe the Cowboys will get him this time.
No. We could use him in Green Bay. All right, let's talk to Matthew. Matthew, good afternoon. Welcome to Drive Time Sports.
Hey, Mr. Rainwater, how are you doing?
Doing great, thank you, Matthew.
Your co-host there, I don't know what you call him. He's an Orioles fan, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, that's him.
I don't know what you call him.
Yeah.
That's what we call him.
They call him Rick.
They call me silenced.
So check it out. Yeah, Rick Schaeffer. So Rick Schaeffer, I picked up what's called it's a box that Fanatics makes, right? And you get a chance to get a you get a chance to get a jersey that's signed by a player. You know, the top hits are like, Shohei Ohtani and Paul Skeens and stuff. But anyways, I pulled a jersey from a guy named Jim Palmer. Okay, do you know anything about him?
Pancake Man.
You pulled a jersey. You mean one that he wore or something?
Yes, no, it's not. It's not a game worn jersey, but it's an authentic and it's autographed by him.
Wow. Jim Palmer won 3 Cy Young Awards.
Three Cy Young Awards.
He won at least 20 games 8 times in his career. Yep. And he's the youngest pitcher to ever win a World Series game. He pitched a shutout, and he beat Sandy Koufax in the last game that Koufax ever pitched in the 1966 World Series. He beat him 1-0. So, and he is currently and he works on the Orioles telecasts still. He's 80 years old.
He's a pretty good ball player.
He's a Hall of Famer. Won 266 games. Yes.
Yep.
I don't know.
I'm going to go.
I don't know how much you want for it, but Randy said he'd like to buy it for Rick.
I do. Hey, you want me to know? I'll tell you how much I had to pay for a chance to get, and that was $550.
Forget about it.
Forget it. It's an Orioles jersey, and Palmer signed it. Is that it?
Yeah, and it's got all the certifications on it. From Fanatics and from Beckett's. I think the other one. Yeah. It's the real deal. But obviously you're trying to go for the big guys like Ohtani and Juan Soto and stuff like that. But I didn't know that they were doing it for retired players too. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm gonna go get it framed up and put it in my office.
Good for you. Great for you. That's a good thing to do.
When I did it, when I pulled the jersey, I immediately thought of you because I listen to y'all every night.
Well,
I'm in Cersei. I listen to y'all all day long. My kids hate it, but I love
it. Well, thank you for listening,
so
and
anyways,
you got a real treasure. I'm
yes,
happy
sir.
for you. Happy for you. That's a really nice deal.
Hey, thank you so much, guys. Now I love what y'all do, man, and y'all keep on doing it the best that y'all do it. Okay, guys. I hope y'all have a good night, and I hope that your new year is very, very blessed. Okay.
Thank you. Jim Palmer also.
Thank you, Matthew.
If he's still listening, Jim Palmer also is the only pitcher to win a World Series game in 3 different decades. So that's a pretty big deal, too.
That's interesting. Go ahead.
Did you mention he did underwear ads?
Jockey.
Yeah, back in his prime. He's also a really handsome guy, even at 80. He still looks really good. But in his 20s and 30s, yes, he was. I think the girls thought very highly of him.
From our Middleton Heat and Air text line, what about former Razorback Cam Little?
Holy
3
Moses.
longest field goals, 167 yards. Hit that one yesterday.
That was the second longest in NFL history. The first longest is his 68-yarder. Yeah, Cam Little. Man, can you imagine that? And let's see, was this his first year? Is this his rookie year?
No.
Second
No,
year.
it's
Second year.
Second year at least.
Yeah, second year. Boy, he's good. Just think if he left early, he left after his junior year. If he'd have stayed one more year, he'd be a rookie this year. But golly, I was saying earlier, these guys are making 55 to 60-yard field goals look easy. Particularly the Cowboys kicker has just been great at the long-range field goals. I wonder if somebody will kick a 70-yarder someday. If it is, it may be Cam Little. If he can hit a 68, a 67, and I didn't see the video of the 67. Did it crawl over the crossbar, or did it sail over? Could it have been another 2 or 3 yards?
The highlight that I saw, you saw the ball go through, and they immediately cut to Cam and his reaction and the team's reaction. So I really don't know if it would have been good from 70 or 75.
Yeah.
Who was the kicker? Maybe in the Dallas game? I can't remember for sure.
The Cowboy kicker's a long-distance guy. He's good, too.
And maybe, I can't remember which kicker it was.
He missed a couple yesterday.
But they were talking about, this was like 60 yards. And his range was supposed to be like 57 or 58. He was knocking them through with ease. These kickers in the National Football League right now are amazing.
Wes and Joe had this conversation going on before us today, talking about whether the kickers should be able to use their own balls, and that's what they're using in the NFL. They have their own balls they kick.
I don't know. But
they have extra helium or what?
I don't know. They must.
Well, there was one game they were talking about, wow, there must be a wind in this dome stadium because that one cleared with ease, and they way back in the net even. So I don't know if just only kicking their own footballs makes that big of a difference. But.
Well, you got to be proud of Cam Little being a Razorback and doing that. And the Jaguars are really good this year. They're in the playoffs, playing the Bills. That'll be an interesting game because it's just hard when you get to the playoffs unless they're playing Kansas City. Man, it's hard to pick against the Bills. And Jason Allen should be okay for the game, so that's a big deal. And how about you, Randy? It's another Bear-Packer game.
Can you believe
another
it?
one?
Yep.
Yeah.
In fact, the schedule this Sunday, noon, Buffalo versus Jacksonville. You're talking about a hot team right now, Jacksonville Jaguars. Look out. They're not going to get a whole lot of credibility unless they can get instant credibility knocking off Buffalo.
Yeah. And that game's at Jacksonville, isn't it?
Game is at Jacksonville,
yeah,
correct.
So that helps them, yeah.
And then the 3:30 game this Sunday will be San Francisco at Philadelphia. That may be the best matchup of the day, San Fran and Philly. Then at 7 o'clock Sunday night, it will be the Chargers at the Patriots. Hard to believe they are the number 2 seed.
Yeah.
That is the New England Patriots after all they've been through.
Nothing like a night game in New England at this time of year.
Nice and frigid.
Fairly cold.
There's those poor old Chargers out there on the left coast have to come in and play in the blizzard there in New England.
Are the other games all Saturday games? They playing Saturday and Sunday?
I've just got Sunday.
I saw the pairings. I just didn't know when the game times were.
Drake May's up for Player of the Year in the NFL.
Oh, he's good. Yeah,
He's
really
good,
good.
yeah.
Okay, so you just named 3
Monday
games.
night. There's Monday night. It's Houston and
there is a Monday
Pittsburgh.
night
Yep.
and Pittsburgh. So the other 2 games must be Saturday then. Bears. Yeah, somebody told me the Bears Packers is Saturday night.
Yeah, I don't have it on this little schedule that I've got here in front of me.
Yeah.
All right, Rick Schaeffer, Ray Tucker, I'm Randy Rainwater. Drive Time Sports will continue.
It's time for the Big Buzz Chili Cook-Off, Saturday, January 24th at the 36th Annual Reliance Bank Arkansas Big Buck Classic, presented by Arkansas's best Chevy dealers. Register your team at 1037thebuzz.com. First place wins $1,000 and proceeds benefit Shriners Hospitals for Children.
Tune in to Out of Bounds each Monday for Weekend Recap, brought to you by Fleet Management Services. Serving Central Arkansas for over 20 years, they're your small to mid-sized fleet specialists that also takes care of our fleet at Signal Media. Fleet Management Services is now hiring for lube tech, tire tech, and light maintenance. 8 paid holidays and paid vacation, paid health insurance, and 401k. Paid depends on experience and signing bonus. Apply in person at 901 East 8th Street in Little Rock.
Oaklawn is here for when you want non-stop racing and non-stop action. The season's back, the weekends are packed, and it's time to plan your visit. The classic racing season kicks off January 30th and runs through May 2nd with exciting weekends, great food and drinks, and the kind of atmosphere you can only find in Hot Springs. It's fast time to win. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Your boating experience begins this weekend at the 44th Annual Arkansas Marine Expo, Arkansas's premier boat show at the State House Convention Center in Little Rock. All dealers will be on hand selling new 2026 boats at special discount show prices. Win a new $12,000 Yamaha Blaster personal watercraft, courtesy of Bradford Marine and ATV. $10 for adults, children 12 and under, free. Don't miss Arkansas's premier boat show this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at the State House Convention Center in Little Rock. Another Denton and Griffey attraction.
Hi folks, it's Chris Zender here at Frank Fletcher Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sherwood. When you're in the market for a new Dodge Chrysler Jeep or Ram, we hope you give us a chance to earn your business. Here's some things to consider. Fletcher Dodge has been family-owned dealer here in Sherwood for over 25 years. We know how to take care of our customers to keep them coming back. Every Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram dealer pays the same price for their vehicles. It's the dealer that makes the difference. We'll give you the best deal up front. No haggling, no arguing. We make it easy to buy a new vehicle, and we'll pay you more for your trade-in. Compare our deal to anybody's and you'll buy from us. Come see us today for the deal of a lifetime on new Dodge Chrysler Jeep or Ram. At Frank Fletcher Dodge, you'll always get the best price, the lowest finance rate, and more for your trade. And we promise you a hassle-free buying experience. We want to be your dealer for life. Shop Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood before you buy anywhere else. Just tell us what you're looking for and we'll make you a deal. Come see us in person at Fletcher Dodge on Warden Road in Sherwood or shop online at FletcherDeals.com.
Looking for burgers, barbecue, beer, bourbon, ball games, and brunch? Look no further than Washita Bar and Grill, 915 Central Avenue in beautiful downtown Hot Springs. Washita Bar and Grill, family and pet friendly, with indoor and outdoor seating available. Bingo Bango Brunch, served on Sundays from 11 till 3, with live music Thursday through Saturday. Take a look on Facebook to see what events they've got going on this week, and join the fun at Washita Bar and Grill, Central Avenue, downtown Hot Springs.
Arkansas Advocates for Children and Families presents Central Arkansas Soup Sunday, March 1st at 3:30 at the Jack Stevens Center at UA Little Rock. Arkansas Advocates works for an Arkansas where every child and family has every opportunity for success. Central Arkansas Soup Sunday benefiting Arkansas Advocates for Children and Families, March 1st at 3:30. Tickets are available at aradvocates.org and at the door.
Welcome back to Drive Time Sports, live from the Eat My Catfish studios, where it's much like any of the 7 Eat My Catfish locations, minus the always fresh, delicious food options like the family pack catfish dinners. Be a part of the game plan. It's Drive Time Sports on the Buzz Radio Network.
Welcome back to Drive Time Sports. here on the Buzz Radio Network. Rick Schaeffer, Ray Tucker. I'm Randy Rainwater. Tomorrow, have our officially first Crain team triple-double. And what a matchup. We have selected J.J. Andrews, who, oh, by the way, was in Fayetteville on Saturday. He was introduced to the home crowd. Well, J.J. will take his Warriors. They'll match up with the Bryant Hornets. Should be one great matchup tomorrow night. So tune in tomorrow for the Crain team triple-double coming to you live from Little Rock Christian. And there's room outside the arena if they'd like to park some of their great automobiles. That is the Crain team. Maybe they could put out a Blazer with Crain Chevrolet, or maybe a Bronco from Crain Ford. Kia, they make some nice looking vehicles. Hyundai, maybe a Palisades, something like that tomorrow. Just giving some suggestions to my friends from the Crain team. There are 18 locations around the state, including Little Rock, North Little Rock, Jacksonville, Conway, Fort Smith, Fayetteville, Springdale, Bentonville, and now Hot Springs. We say the Crain team's got them. We mean it. Sales, service, parts, pickup, and delivery. We do it all. Visit crainteam.com. Let's check in with Robert. Robert, good afternoon. Welcome to Drive Time Sports.
Good afternoon. How y'all doing?
Doing great. How about you, Robert?
Hey, I'm a big Cam Little fan. I've followed him since he left the Razorbacks, and I'm almost certain he hit a 70-yard field goal in preseason.
Yeah, he did.
But it didn't count because it was preseason.
That's right. You're right. He did.
So wouldn't it be great if he was able to do something like that again during the playoffs? That would just be awesome.
2 seconds ago, first half, Jacksonville has the ball in its own territory, and he kicks a 70-yard field goal. Wouldn't that be something? That's from your own 40. From your own 40-yard line.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that?
70 yards. Yeah.
Wow. Good heavens.
He's amazing. He's probably one of the better field goal kickers other than Little that we've had at Arkansas.
Yeah, you're right. He is. He's really good.
So, all right, thanks, guys. I just want to mention that. Y'all have a great day.
Thanks for calling.
We had that little spell in the old Southwest Conference days where you had Tony Franklin at A&M, Russell Erxleben at Texas, Steve Little at Arkansas, all booming 60-plus.
Yeah, that's right.
That's when coaches, I don't think they like the field goal attempt over 25 yards, much less you're trying to attempt a 60 or 70.
Well, but back then, yeah, the ball just came back to the 20-yard line.
Mm-hmm.
So now it comes back to the line of scrimmage. So that's why you saw fewer and fewer kicks like that. Now, if it's at the end of the half or end of a game, it makes no difference. But coaches are reluctant to try 60-yard field goals because if you miss it, then what would that mean? You're at the 50 when you're kicking it. That means you're probably at the 42 or 43-yard line. The other team gets the ball there if you miss.
The one that was missed in that Ravens game, I think, was 47.
Oh, the last one?
Yep.
45.
Was it 45?
Yeah.
I knew it was close to that.
And they set it up.
Yeah.
And the play before that, the quarterback goes to a knee in the middle of the field just to set it up for him.
I really thought, I'm trying to think like Aaron Rodgers for just a moment, but here you led your team back. You threw a great pass, perfect pass, got your team into the lead. I mean, your defense all night had been letting you down. I mean, they were torched time and time again, that secondary of Pittsburgh. And what they do, they just let them march down the field. I think 55 seconds with 3 timeouts is what Baltimore had to begin that.
They did. Well, hey, but they
got a great kickoff.
And 7.
When that the one they got great kickoff return on?
Yes, they did, but they also had 4th and 7, and their tight end made a sensational catch on a ball that was thrown just over a defender's hands. Yeah, and that set up the fin. Then they thought, okay, let's set up field goal. Let's just run a couple plays and then kick it. The guy missed.
And they had raved and raved and raved on the broadcast about it's got to miss. He had, in 4 years he had missed I guess they were talking about the point after touchdown, not field goals.
Oh, yeah, that was the Pittsburgh kicker. Yeah, that was his second miss in 4 years.
That's crazy. All right, the game you're talking about, Rick, the schedule sets up again in the wild card round. Green Bay, Chicago, at Chicago, and that game will be 7 o'clock, Prime Video. So
no. Are you serious?
Prime Video, yes.
Well, you got Prime Video. You get to watch it. I don't.
Oh, happy day.
They're playing in
Prime Video for an NFL playoff game?
That's right.
Pathetic. What are the other ones on?
San Francisco, Philadelphia. That's Sunday, 3:30, Fox.
Okay.
Then the Rams at the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah.
Saturday, January the 10th, 3:30, Fox.
Okay.
Bears and Packers.
That's two you can watch.
What day?
Saturday.
Saturday night on Prime Video.
Chicago, right?
In Chicago.
Yes, in Chicago. Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm asking because I'm pulling up the weather
Prime Video. Are the rest of the games on network TV?
Let's see. The AFC, Chargers, Patriots, Sunday, 7 o'clock, NBC.
That's got to be NBC, yeah.
NBC.
Okay.
Forecast for Chicago on Saturday. High of 36, low of 25, 75% chance of rain.
Perfect conditions.
Boy. Great.
Perfect conditions.
Yeah.
Chargers, New England said that. With Buffalo is at Jacksonville. That's Sunday at noon, CBS. Houston at Pittsburgh, Monday, January the 12th, ESPN, ABC.
Yeah. Okay. So there's just one game on Prime Video, but it's your team. So aren't you happy you have Prime Video?
I am. Very happy.
Can you get it for a day? Can you get it for a day, or does it cost you much to do? Do they have trial things?
I'm sure they do.
Some of them do. You can get a trial on it, just watch the game and say, well, that was nice, don't want it.
Yeah.
I mean, what else is on Prime Video?
Great movies.
Like what?
Great movies.
Like what? Name one.
Mission Impossible.
Well, I can see that it's on plenty of things. What does Prime Video have?
Well, I want to talk to Mr. E first.
Okay, that'd be great.
Mr. E, good afternoon.
I got tons of videos.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Hi, Mr. E.
Good evening, Mr. E.
How y'all doing today?
Doing great. How about you?
I'm all right, man. Thank the Lord,
That's
Amen
right.
to that.
I woke up this morning and I praised him, and I woke up on the first day of this year, and I said, "Thank you, I got another year." Saying 2026. Anyway, gentlemen, I normally I listen to you just about every day, but I missed some of the game on the Razorback game Saturday. What are y'all evaluation of the game?
Well, Arkansas played great.
I mean,
going into the game, Tennessee was number one in the nation in offensive rebounds. Arkansas had 12 offensive rebounds. Tennessee had 11. Arkansas had an overall rebound advantage. Now, Tennessee did get some stickbacks, but it wasn't significant. And then you look at the free throw shooting. Arkansas was
That's where Arkansas won it.
29 of 33.
That's where Arkansas won the game.
That's phenomenal. And Tennessee had free throws, but they didn't shoot them very well.
12 of 23.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, for a day, Mr. E, that Arkansas didn't shoot their best. They shot 42% from the floor, 30% beyond the three-point line. But they did a great job neutralizing Tennessee on the boards. Rebounding-wise, Arkansas actually out-rebounded Tennessee by 3, 36-33. Offensive rebounds, that was the key Coach Cal talked about. You got to limit Tennessee on the offensive boards. They ended up with 11. Arkansas ended up with 12. So all the key categories that Coach wanted to match up in, Coach Calipari wanted to match up in, they matched up. The other, I thought, kind of the unknown, or not the statistic that you would normally give a lot of weight to, Arkansas blocked 10 shots.
Yeah.
10 shots.
Yeah.
And even still saying that, they shot 49%. Tennessee shot 49% with Arkansas blocking 10 shots. That's amazing.
Wow. Now, I got a question for you. That schedule we played, non-schedule. I'm going to say non-schedule. I mean the preseason schedule.
Yeah.
With all them good teams.
Yeah.
I think that played a good part of us winning.
Yeah, I think so too.
Anyway,
Yeah,
I had to
think
ask
so,
that
too.
question.
No.
Now, guys, I'm gonna ask y'all another question before I get off.
Okay.
Have you guys ever been at Brown Restaurant in Russellville?
Yes.
That place, the good catfish, Cajun fish, and regular fish, and all fried chicken and all, and a lot of varieties, on the bar. That's a great place in Russellville.
Agreed.
Okay. So, Randy, you've been there.
I have been there more than once.
Okay, then. And me too. We me and my wife and some of the family members, we go every so often.
Good
But
choice.
it's good food. Good food there.
Good food.
But then at the same time, I think the Razorbacks are ready. I ain't gonna say we're going undefeated, but I'll say that we're ready to go.
Yeah, undefeated's tough, but they are ready to have a good year. I
But
think.
game
Really good
one,
year.
got game
Yeah.
one out of the way.
That's right.
Hey,
and they haven't done that
game-
the last few years.
That's what I'm talking about now. So we ain't starting out digging us up out of the hole. But you guys have a happy New Year.
You as
God
well.
bless you and your family.
You as well.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
Thank you, Dr. E.
Randy, you like fried shrimp?
I love them.
Best I've ever had, Corky's.
Really?
In West Little Rock. Oh, my Lord. Best fried shrimp I've ever eaten.
We'll come back and wrap it up in a moment. Drive Time Sports will continue after this timeout.
It's a tough time. Injured, and it was not your fault. Hurts in the pocketbook, too. Who do you turn to? Don't call a lawyer and find they're out of state or talk with someone at a call center. Call us at the Brad Hendricks Law Firm and talk to a real Arkansas lawyer directly. And remember, the only place that success comes before work is in the dictionary. We'll work hard for you. Have for over 30 years. The Brad Hendricks Law Firm. Tradition, reputation, results.
Superstars Joe Klein and Pat Bradley for Arkansas's #1 sports app, Bet Saracen.
Joe, you know the main difference between Bet Saracen and those other guys?
Definitely. Easier to navigate. Always good parlays. Plus lots of fun choices. Like ping pong. Right there on the app.
But the real difference are those special promos.
Brand new players get a 100% profit boost just for downloading the Bet Saracen app.
Gambling problem? Call 800-GAMBLER.
It all comes down to this, folks.
Yep, the entire season is on the line. But my throat has officially thrown in the towel.
Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. They're max strength and vaporize sore throat pain.
Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast.
Speaking of fast, did you just see that play?
Yeah, he vaporized that ball.
That pun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
Progressive Commercial knows truckers can expect the unexpected when driving, but a little heads up like this would still be nice.
Hey there, big rig. I'm driving the hatchback ahead of you. Heads up, at the next light, I'm going to stop right in the middle of both lanes, and you won't know if I'm taking a right or going straight. You know what? Me neither. Over.
Be ready for the unexpected and save on the protection you need with personalized discounts. Get a quote in as little as 7 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Covered subject to terms and limits. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
Did you get us switched over to shelter insurance?
Actually, I found a deal online.
You did. Does your deal come with award-winning customer service?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Does the deal include a local agent?
Doesn't actually say.
Can we create a customized plan that fits our needs? Let's just call the local shelter agent.
For insurance that fits just right, find a shelter agent near you.
See shelter agent Angie Collins in Heber Springs, Michelle Herring in Whitehall, or Jonathan Stone in Lone Oak today.
Ready for action? Your Little Rock Trojans are turning up the heat. Be there when the Trojans take the floor at the Jack Stevens Center on January 15th as the women take on Eastern Illinois at 5 o'clock and the men at 7. Every play, every shot. It's the hottest game in town. Get tickets today. Single game tickets and multi-game ticket packs are available at lrtrojans.com. Don't miss out on the action. Get your tickets now at lrtrojans.com.
Live from the Eat My Catfish studios, you feed your crave for sports by listening to Drive Time Sports. Much like you feed your crave at any of the 7 Eat My Catfish locations. Often imitated but never duplicated. This is Drive Time Sports with Randy Rainwater on the Buzz Radio Network.
Welcome back to Drive Time Sports here on the Buzz Radio Network. Rick Schaeffer, along with Ray Tucker, I'm Randy Rainwater. What do they call this? Black Monday? Black Monday in the National Football League?
Oh, because of firings, yeah. Well, 3 of them got fired, didn't they?
Let's see.
Pete Carroll got fired.
Yeah, Pete Carroll got fired.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 1 year.
The Arizona coach got fired.
Did Atlanta fire their coach?
Yeah, in Atlanta after they win their last 4 or 5 games.
Yeah, last 3 or 4, yeah.
But he got fired too.
Like there was one more that we're missing, but anyway.
I think 3 today, but there still could be more.
And you know what they all have in common? They're counting their money.
They're not going to go hungry.
No.
None of them had 1 year I guess Pete Carroll, I doubt that he had a 1 year contract, so they'll have to pay him some more. And, you know, the Falcons coach, how long had he been there? Not very long.
No.
Just a couple of years.
Just maybe 2 years at the most.
2 years, 3 years max.
Because they interviewed Bill Belichick and didn't hire him. And that was the year Belichick was out of coaching. So he was only there 2 years. And the Cardinals coach had been there a while.
3 years.
4 or 5 years. 3 years? Okay.
3 years.
All right.
So Cardinals lost Murray, their quarterback, early in the year, did they not?
Yes.
Yeah. And they struggled after that big time.
He has been injured, it seems like, all season long. Cardinals fired Gannon after a 15-36 mark in 3 seasons. That's Arizona. And let's see. Where else is there coaches? Yeah, the one we missed, Stefanski of Cleveland. Yeah. I knew there were 4 coaches.
Okay.
So,
and that's after they had a guy set the NFL record for sacks.
Myles Garrett.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so I just saw the headline. I didn't read the story that the Cincinnati Bengals coach was upset that they stopped the game and made a big deal out of the sack. And I'm thinking, the Bengals aren't going anywhere at the end of the year. What's their hurry? I mean, it's not like they've been bludgeoning people and, you know, hey, we need to get this one in. What was he upset about? Maybe the guy had 23 sacks. They weren't all against the Bengals.
Well, Cleveland won.
But that's a big deal.
Yeah. Oh, no, I agree. But, I mean, Cleveland did win the game.
Yeah, but he was upset that they stopped it for the sack and acknowledged the record. Oh. They do that in games all the time. Somebody sets a record,
do it in baseball.
They stop it, yeah. Earlier today, the MLB Network replayed the 1995 Orioles-Angels games where Ripken broke the record. They stopped the game for 20 minutes while he's running around the field shaking everybody's hand, and nobody complained about that. This game didn't stop that long. Of course, this wasn't I don't know how old the record was, but that's a pretty significant record, 23 sacks in a year.
All right, Arkansas has had one more through the transfer portal.
Have they?
Another former Memphis Tiger, running back Sutton Smith, 5'9", 185. He led Memphis with 669 yards rushing this season, averaged 6.6 yards per carry. He had 7 rushing touchdowns. He also caught 20 passes out of the backfield. 15 punt returns for 125 yards, 5 kickoff returns for 155 yards, 1 touchdown. 20 receptions for 109 yards. So that's your latest addition.
Yeah, good. You'd have figured anybody that at Memphis that's really good, Arkansas is going to get. What do you think?
You'd think so. Especially if they already had a relationship and they've already played 1 year, we know at least.
Right.
Under Ryan Silverfield there at Memphis. Let's see what else. Okay, I think that's it. Breaking news.
It's all the breaking news of the day.
Yeah,
huh?
breaking news.
Wow, can you imagine? Yeah, that was breaking news. I don't have that on my where I was looking. So good for you.
Some of them are breaking. Some of them are breaking the bank.
Some of them. Yeah. Well, we'll see. I'll just go back and say my favorite news of the day is Ole Miss's quarterback, if he does get another year of eligibility, staying at Ole Miss. Because I think everybody thought, if he gets another year, he'll go to LSU. After the last game when they beat Georgia, I mentioned this on the air Friday, there he was thanking all the people of Oxford. And I'm thinking, man, if you do that, don't dump on them. Stay there. So it looks like he will do that. And have we even seen what LSU signed today? I don't know of ways of checking all that stuff out. I guess you'd have to go to a LSU source.
Yeah, I'm looking strictly at Arkansas, so every once in a while they will have an article. I say an article, but they will list how other schools are doing in the transfer portal.
Well, according to Trey, nobody in the SEC had signed more than Arkansas, and he had Arkansas with 7, and we know that this Memphis guy's at least 9 now. So that is hard to believe. I think we all expected this big rush that on Saturdays, Friday and Saturday, all these guys are going to visit. Sunday, that's why I asked the question Friday. By Sunday night, how many do you expect? And I don't think it's been anywhere near what we thought. And didn't Trey say that at least 40 guys have been on campus?
Yes.
What are the rest of them all doing? I guess maybe they're visiting other schools.
Let's see, from our Middleton Heat and Air text line. Cam kicked a 70-yarder in a preseason game.
Yep.
Then they went on and said it hit the netting in the back, which I guess means it could have been good from 80.
Wow. That's something. That's what a leg.
Let's see. The ball hit the back net. They showed a highlight and talked about the ball hitting back that far. Okay. This from our Middleton Heat and Air Buzz text line. Sutton Smith, the Memphis running back, just committed. Enough Memphis players. Let's get 4 stars now.
Well, the quarterback from Memphis was a 4-star, wasn't he?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So they got at least 1.
Oh, no. Drew says, by way of our Middleton Heat and Air Live Buzz text line, says, RR, man, I can't watch that Packer game. It's killing me.
Invite him over.
Well, again, here's what we need to do. I'll try and research this before tomorrow. Does Prime Video have trial periods where you can just check it out? And
YouTube does, but I don't think
they offer a free trial for 30 days.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. We use Prime Video a lot at the house.
There's the answer. 30 days, huh? If you're right on that.
That's well, I mean, it's AI overview from Google says 30 days.
Overview from Google. Okay, well, I just went to Prime Video's thing, and it shows all these things that are on. Randy says these great movies that everybody wants to watch. I'm looking at so far, the movies. There's not one of them I want to watch.
There's a ton of them on there that I like.
The Zombieland Double Tap. Yeah, I'm really into that, boy.
Okay, let me.
Just read it all off to us. While you're at it, read the funny pages to us.
We're going to squeeze in Ole Miss fan quickly. Ole Miss fan, man, you have got something to be happy about today.
Oh, yeah, man. It's New Year starting off right. Hey, Rick, did you hear that Lane Kiffin is leaving LSU?
Well, this is a good punch. What's the punch? What's the punchline?
He's going to be the new president of Venezuela.
Oh, my Lord.
Yeah. Ole Miss fans would love that. That's for sure. Yeah. Goodness. What a deal.
If you're an LSU fan, will you always, though, be looking over your shoulder wondering when Kiffin's going to leave?
I don't know.
See, it would not have surprised me if next year Kellen DeBoer is gone at at Alabama. Would not surprise me. Lane Kiffin say, that's been my dream job.
It's going to be a Twitter tracker just following where his wife and kids get flown.
My gosh.
They do have some interesting stuff on here, Randy. Maybe I'll have to try it.
There you go, Rick. There you go. All right, for Rick Schaeffer, Ray Tucker, I'm Randy Rainwater. Don't forget, coming up 8 o'clock, Ray Tucker's Arkansas Outdoors. Up next, John Calipari Live. Have a great rest of the evening. So long, everybody.